I'm banning you because you
You guys, the kid is 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 the kid. Whoa! What the heck is that, man? Okay. All right. So I don't know. Maybe
Manscaped,
somebody.
Manscaped, Manscaped.
Yeah, yeah. That thing somebody was Manscaped
No,
11.
sorry,
Yeah.
sir. That was the water cooler. I'm sorry. I didn't
Oh.
realize I was unmuted.
All right. It's cool. It's cool. Okay. So guys, we're here, man. This is the CL talk. Things are going to start to things are going to get a bit realer right now. So I just need to just warn you that things are about to get slightly realer up in this piece. So if you're not ready for that real talk, if you're not ready for things to be taken to the next level, then I would suggest that you press stop right now because we're now getting into quarterfinal territory. So if you're a side chick, if you're a class B brick and so forth, I suggest you press stop right now because we're going to get fully real. And now, just to let everyone know, there are many guys that want to comment. So instead of doing this systematically, we're going to go all over the place here. So I'm not going to put timestamps. We're just going to just talk and just have a general hangout because what I'm going to be doing is removing people, putting people in, removing people. So I want to give everyone as much of a chance as possible to have their piece on this. So if I do remove you from here, don't take it personally because I'm creating space for the people to comment. StreamYard only have a limited amount of people, so it is what it is. So because I know Eddie wants to comment. I know some other people want to comment and give their piece as well. So if after you've said your stuff, I take care, it is what it is. Like the vid, if you're new, subscribe. And we're going to talk about what I think might be one of the greatest quarterfinal draws we've ever had in the CL. This draw is so big, it's so huge that I need these games to happen tomorrow. I need these games to happen tomorrow. Like, because this is huge. This isn't Copa del Rey. This isn't FA Cup. This isn't Coupe de League or any of that stuff. This is the big boy trophy. I told you I only deal with the biggest trophies, the biggest teams. I don't do any kind of small side deal. The biggest trophies. So let's just get straight down to it, man, and then we'll break things down because who knows how long we'll be going for. Because again, I want to get in as many people's thoughts as so forth. So let's just start with the big one. I don't even want to build up. PSG against Bayern Munich. I'd have liked this to have taken place in the final. But it is what it is. We are here right now. And I believe that PSG are probably a bit more fearful of this than Bayern. I mean, when I saw it, I was shocked. I mean, you saw my reaction. I did not believe that they were going to give us that big of a clanger. Like that, like literally, it was the final. Because we actually have in the quarterfinal, we have two previous finals, and this was one of them. But this one took place last year, so these teams are pretty much the same. So let me come to Mr. PSG Ints, man. You see that draw of PSG against Bayern. What are your thoughts, man?
Yeah, as you said, probably better off in a semi-final or a final. It's sad seeing this game as a quarterfinal and none of these teams at least one of these teams in the final. But I'm ready for a challenge.
I mean, do you feel better equipped? How confident are you of facing Bayern? Because Muller released a kind of a quick Instagram video and was like, "Hey man, look man, break it down." We are again. He wasn't sort of disrespecting you, but he was he was confident. So you look back at that final. Do you feel that because the game was so close, you can beat them, specifically if they play that Highland, and you believe that you will take those chances that you didn't take in that final?
Yeah, for me, this game, PSG will come into it with we want this win more than Bayern Munich. In the final, they had Thiago. We didn't have Verratti. We had an injured Mbappe, an unfit Neymar and Mbappe, and we didn't have a league end season before the Champions League, and they had. So I feel much more confident this time, and over a two-legged tie, it's much different than a final. But I believe that if we play the same, we create the chances, and we actually scored this time. Plus, Bayern's defense is worse this season. I can see a PSG win.
So, but you said they don't have Thiago, but they have Leroy Sané. That's the key thing. And also, don't make this mistake. And I think you made a slight mistake. Don't assume that because you lost that game in the final, you now want it more than Bayern. Do not underestimate Bayern's desire to defend their title.
Great point.
Yeah.
So, I mean, okay, so are you just your reactions? Fearful, a bit apprehensive, hopeful, confident? What would you think was your main emotion, knowing that you are going to be facing Bayern over two legs in the quarters, knowing what this club was about and this club needs to win this trophy?
If you want to win the Champions League, you have to beat the best.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed that this game is in a semi-final or a final. It's this soon. We could have got Porto, Dortmund, Real, an easier tie. But yeah, we got the hardest one, and now it's time to prove. It's time for Neymar to Mbappe to prove that they're up to a game like this.
All right. Let's read with Wilton. So Wilton, what do you think about this draw, man?
This is gonna be an exciting game, a very, very fun game to watch. I'm sad that there's gonna be another game playing, but I'm sure nobody's gonna give a crap about that Chelsea Porto game. Everybody's gonna tune in for that PSG versus Bayern Munich game. No offense to Chelsea fans.
Chill.
Wait, let him talk, man. Let them talk. Let the guy talk. Yeah, continue, Wilton. Continue.
But yeah, I'm excited for this game because PSG fans say they could have beat Bayern last season if Neymar, Verratti, and Mbappe was fit. So now it's their chance to prove that they can do it. But at the same time, though, this is because if you want to win the Champions League, you have to beat the big boys.
You got to beat the big boys.
You're respected as a big club. You need to win that CL, and I think winning the CL will be big for the league too League 1 will get more attraction, I think, if they also
So,
win it.
but do you think that it's a case of so do you think this is too early for PSG, or you just have to just
No, you just have to, because that's how it hit you. Look at our run in 2018.
yes, that's a good point,
PSG,
yeah.
Bayern Munich, and Liverpool in the final. It is what it is. You can't complain. You can only beat what's in front of you. But this is a really, really big task for PSG, because they're going against, my personal opinion, the best player in the world right now, the best goalkeeper, the best deep play midfielder in the world right now, Kimmich, the best manager in the world right now. And by the way, I'm not a stat merchant, but I sent you the picture on Twitter. Did you know that there's only 3 players since the start of last season that created a lot of chances? Kimmich, Messi, and Cruz. Kimmich has created about 42
Yeah,
chances ever since
someone
the
actually
start of
sent
last
this to
season,
me. Well, let me even send it because someone I can't remember, but someone on the DM actually sent it to me as well. But like,
which is insane, man.
so what's that? So only 3 players have created 40 plus chances in the UCL since the start. Wait, where is Mount? How come Mount isn't here? Since the start of last season. So Joshua Kimmich.
You don't
Wait,
start
let
again. You don't
me
start.
just
What's it better?
so
You don't
so
start, right?
so Joshua Kimmich 42, Toni Kroos 42, Lionel Messi 40. That is crazy. You see, I told you the CL it's gone up like at least 60 levels. Like when that drone came through, I think you have to say, you know what, we're going up 50 levels. Like we're not holding back because that's a tough game to call. But as much as it's a tough game, because you know what my Mbappe narrative is, man. You see, because things could change because we could have injuries and so forth, and many things could change.
Yeah.
It's gonna be tough. Like, and I'll keep it real with you. If PSG don't have Neymar in that game, they don't stand a chance. They don't stand a
Neymar
chance.
is fit.
To be honest with you,
He's fit.
I
He will
trust
play.
the PSG player more than Pochettino. To be honest with you, I feel like if PSG is gonna lose this, it's gonna all depends on Pochettino tactic. Because I've seen it a little bit against Barca in the second leg, and today against Lyon. They won today. They did beat Lyon 4-2, but they were up 4-0, and Lyon almost scored a third goal. So PSG still have that DNA bodily, but it was just something. Maybe it was just some random thing. But this game is interesting because at the end of the day, I think Bayern Munich are going in as favorites, slightly favorites.
Yeah,
They're
they have
favorites.
to. They have to.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna be surprised if PSG win this, man. But I'm gonna roll with PSG to win this side. I'm actually roll with PSG. I'm gonna be gutsy and say PSG gonna win this side.
Yeah, but as I said again, I can't call it, man. I can't call it. So Bombas, talk to me, man, because I know you're a Bayern guy, man. Confidence with facing PSG, or are you fearful knowing that these guys are coming out for revenge after the final?
So initial reaction was not the best, to be honest. But then you got to kind of realize that at some point this shit's going to get real. So you might as well just jump straight in the pool. I mean, Bayern's got a real tough run to the final, man. It's going to be hardest game after hardest game. PSG wise, yeah, man, I think we can do it. I just don't think they have the mentality to beat us. Dude, the other day, we went down to 10 men, and then we scored 4 goals in like 20 minutes.
Which is no, but you talk about the mentality, but if we rewind back to that game in the final, that was Bayern's toughest game.
Yeah.
And that game was very close. In the first half...
But a final is always close. It's never one-sided.
I still no for me. I still feel if they had faced each other, even in another game, it would have still been close, because I just still feel that high line you always get opportunities. I feel like I just don't see Bayern unique. Even in this game, I feel this game is going to come down to 1 goal or perhaps even go to penalties. So PSG will look at the game and say, "Look, we had 2 great chances." So, but and I do get your point though that every time it's a final, finals are always close because you know that boom, this is it. So you are a bit more apprehensive to be expansive. But Bumpers, back to you, bro.
I think it's easier to shut down PSG, even with Neymar, than it is to keep Bayern out for 180 minutes. We have too many creators. Yeah, go on.
Oh no. Sorry, no. Continue.
And their defense is definitely better than ours, though. Definitely better. I think we've just given up on defending, to be honest with you, because at this point in the season, you can't fix it. You might as well just make it a boxing match, a slugfest, and see who's standing at the end of I don't think they have the goals to beat. The way Bayern loses, you need heaps of goals to beat Bayern.
Okay. So let me just say this. So thank you.
I have a question from Bob.
Wait.
Okay.
Okay. So thank you for the dub, Mr. Nemitz Passelman, who says Barcelona just put 6 past Real Sociedad. Lord in heaven. Yeah, I'm just looking at the score. This guy's won 6-1. Bro, as I said again, Athletic, they are bottling that league, man. 100% they're bottling that league. Jamal, talk to me, man. Talk to me.
Yeah, man. Before I get into this, I just have certain things I want to say first. Juventus lost to a guy called Alfredo.
I thought he was Adolfo. I swear it was Adolfo. But
oh, that is even worse.
That's even worse. But please.
And yeah, one thing. Red Devil Studio. What a baby. 21 was coming. They say, 21 not come. They say FA Cup was coming. You better win that European League, bro. Because Kalichi, Iheanacho say what's up. You say what's up.
Shut up, man.
My boy, Kalichi.
Shut up, my guy.
Jamal. Chill. I'm Nigeria, please. The respect us. Respect each is from Nigeria.
So Jamal,
respect us.
Yeah, man. Guys, these ties are evenly matched. I mean, this was a quality draw from finally UEFA pick some quality ties. But why they have 2 games playing at the same time? I mean, come on, man. That's stupid. But this game, you know what? I'm going Bayern.
So Bayern will beat. So what if
suspect? Because I have respect for Botan. I really have respect for Botan, but bro, this guy is finished. He's not looking at the standard to be a Bayern Munich centre back. I think that's why they're going for Upamecano. So Mbappe and that high line, it's looking scary because.
So are you going with PSG or are you going with Bayern?
I'm still going with Bayern, but I'm just saying the reasons why I think PSG can win the tie. Yeah, but at the end of the day, this team, I think they're the most attacking team. Yeah, I feel their attack is the most frightening in Europe, even better than Manchester City. Yesterday, these guys were down to 10 man, and I know it was Stuttgart, but they went 4-0. And they did that in about 25 to 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's scary. It's scary.
And they have weapons all over the pitch. I mean, Gnabry could get you. Sane could get you. Also, the big guy, the main man could get you. Lewandowski. I mean, so yeah, man, that Bayern attack, I think Bayern will edge it still.
But PSG may be thinking to themselves, you know what, revenge. And revenge doesn't always guarantee everything, but they will... because see, here's my thing. I think... every PSG fan must accept this. Without Neymar, they don't stand a chance. With all due respect to Mbappe and Di Maria, if they don't have Neymar, Bayern Munich win with their eyes closed because they beat them with Neymar. So without Neymar, they don't stand a chance.
And I just want to say one thing about guys. Isn't it weird that how we can't 100% guarantee Neymar is gonna play that game? It's very sad, man. Because
it is sad. It is sad.
Jamal is playing because there's no international break for Brazil. It's called off because of COVID-19. So Neymar is gonna be fit to play.
No. It doesn't.
He played today.
Neymar played today.
He played today, so
he came on at the.
But it doesn't matter because who knows whether he's going to be fit when this match comes around. So we are saying that he'll probably end up being injured. So yeah.
Yeah, man. So I'm just saying. That high line and Mbappe piece worries me. I'm just going to say that. But I'll still say Bayern will go through.
Damien, man, how are you viewing this, bro?
Yeah, I feel like the thing that, Bayern's going to have to, do in this game is really focus on PSG fullbacks because Kurzawa was a Class B brick. I mean, he was getting get at before, in the round of 16 against us. Dest and Dembele was destroying him on that right flank. And also, right back Florenzi can, get get caught too. So I feel like that's going to be Bayern's main priority. Gnabry, Coman, those guys, coming down those flanks. I feel like Neymar's going to be key in this. To break.
But do you think Neymar can be the difference maker?
Yes, because he's the player that PSG paid that big money for. So it's time for you to say what's up. Especially especially since you didn't you are injured in the under 16. So you kind of have to and you got showed up by Mbappe. So you kind of have to really show up.
So over 2 legs, seeing how that final went, we assume they are both at full strength. Who do you lean this towards to?
I lean it towards Bayern.
A lot of Bayern, man.
Yeah, I feel like they'll get the job done, but I feel like it will be a good game though. But I think Bayern will get the job done.
All right. Marley, talk to me, man. Talk to me, Marley.
Yo. First of all, I want to shout out Benevento, for beating Juventus. And the only reason I'm pointing this out is because Juventus gave Ronaldo a GOAT T-shirt before the game.
Yeah.
With GOAT on their back.
So. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw it, man.
Yeah, so I just went to shout out Benevento,
Sick, man.
Yeah. Regarding this game, I watched the PSG match today. They won 5-2. Mbappe got 2 goals. He looked dangerous in behind. That's the worry for Bayern Munich, when they play. Mbappe is such a threat. Neymar and Di Maria playing those through balls. And as Bombast pointed out, their defense has been leaky this season. But I still give Bayern Munich the edge because they've got the mentality and world-class players, and they've got Lewandowski.
So you say mentality. So you're saying that PSG don't have the mentality? Because my thing is, reason why it is so hard to call, because I don't know. I get it was a final and so forth, because Nancy made a great point that finals are always close, but still, at the end of the day, when these teams met, it was close. As in, it could have still been 1-0, but Bayern could have been all over PSG. But it was a very close game all the way, very, very few between both sides. So PSG kind of things that said that no, that was real close. If we are just far more clinical, we can beat these guys, and also we'll have more time. Because I'm sure PSG said, man, give us 90 more minutes, we could have scored maybe another goal. So
yeah, I agree with you. That PSG can definitely win, and their defense needs to keep out the away goals. But I just feel like if Bayern Munich were losing the first leg, going into the second leg, I feel like they believe they can come back. Do PSG have the mentality to think the chips are down, let's rise up and actually beat Bayern Munich? Do you know what I mean? Because I think Bayern Munich, they got World Cup winners, they got players in their late 30s. They know what it's like to be in these big matches. PSG are going to have to prove it to us, to the fans, to show us, because we haven't seen them with the chips down really against a team of Bayern Munich's quality rise upon it. Because when in the final last year, it was only 1-0. You could have come back in the game, but Bayern Munich just showed their experience. So you got to give Bayern the edge in this tie, but PSG can definitely go through.
Lots of guys giving to Bayern, man. Lots of guys giving to Bayern. Infinity, talk to me, man. What's your view on this tie for your Bayern boys?
Oh yeah, look, man. PSG, they were the last team I wanted to face. I think
Why?
they're the team. Yeah, well, I'll explain. I think they're the team which can exploit our weaknesses the best. That high line with Neymar and Mbappe, they have the pace to get behind and finish the chances, and they also have the killer passes. Yeah, they also have the killer passes in Di Maria and Verratti, and what's the other guy's name? Paredes. And also our best ability pressing. I feel like Verratti and Neymar, they can really beat that press at times because they have press resistance in them.
I think his parents are shouting at him because I was hearing a lot of clicking in there. So, Infinity, look, man, just tell mom not to that we were doing a Sunday hangout, bro. So, guys, we have a free space there. Please don't bring your mom or your dad or
shout out Infinity, bro. Shout out Infinity.
He's a good kid.
No, sweet kid. Sweet
Infinity,
kid.
bring your girlfriend. Don't worry.
fuck?
What the hell?
Natsa, talk to me.
Yeah, this HH, we put our money in the right place. We put our money in the right place. We've got the favorite draw. UEFA have accepted our deed that we wanted.
Wait. Our. When you say our, do you mean you and City fans? Do you mean me? Who is this our that you're free?
Did you know who I'm talking about, HH?
Who?
You know what I'm talking about. You and me, HH. You know what you did. I know what I did. You know what you did. You know what you did, HH.
I don't know. I don't know what you're on about. So please talk about this game.
Porto.
I have no idea what he's on about. Talk about Bayern, man, and his guys.
All I want to say is Bayern, they're a very good team. Obviously, they are the best team in Europe, no doubt about that. But in my opinion, this Champions League is for PSG. PSG are the favorites for this Champions League. They've shown everything.
Based on what? Why not Man City? Why not Man City?
HH, let me continue. HH. But Bayern have to be very, very careful because they're not playing the defending bums that play in their league, because none of them can defend. No one team in Bundesliga can defend. So they have to be careful, because the first team they came against that can defend was PSG. And they put only one past them, and they conceded so many chances. So they have to be careful. Highline is going to be very good for you, but this is I know this is how you play, but you have to be careful because they have the weapons to hurt you. Like I can't remember who said. Infinity said that Di Maria and Verratti, they can play those balls to Neymar and Mbappe, and Neymar can supply that pass to Mbappe himself. So it doesn't have to be them two only. So they have to be very careful. But saying that, I just feel like PSG are just gonna find something from this game. I feel like Bayern cannot win 2 seals in a row. Like, it doesn't happen that often. It doesn't happen.
They are gonna win it, bro.
No. I've always said that I don't think they will, but by no means is it impossible for them not to. Because I told you, we all never thought Real Madrid would defend it. Nobody on this planet thought that they would do 3 in a row, but it happened.
Yeah.
And these things happen. So make no mistake, Bayern Munich can definitely defend their title. But all I'm saying is,
they are gonna defend their title.
Nah, I don't think so. Okay. So Nata, are you making an argument for PSG then? That PSG cannot.
I think PSG will beat Bayern, and whoever beats Bayern is going to win the Champions League, because they had the toughest route. Like PSG had the toughest route.
You reverse psychology, man.
They had the toughest group. They had the toughest draw in the round of 16, which was Barcelona, and if they beat Bayern, they've beaten the best team in Europe, and they have the momentum.
Then they face Man City in the semis.
Which is a Dortmund. It hasn't been.
Shut up, Nasa. Shut up, man. God. So annoying, man.
I'm being serious. I'm not even joking. Okay. So when PSG beat Bayern, there's no one that can stop them. They're beating the best team in Europe. Mbappe is in full flow, and Neymar is doing his thing. Obviously, if they beat Bayern, so is there Champions League to lose at the end of the day? They make the semi-finals. They've made the finals before, and the biggest threat is gone. So
we have a special guest,
and they have a winning manager.
Ban fans, TV man, thank you for joining us. Ban fans, give me that raw emotion, man, because a lot of guys have said that Ban have the edge. Ban will win, and I think people in there, only Latza, because he's a reverse psychology weirdo,
and
has
Wilton,
said that
PSG
the whole thing. So basically, Wilton and Natsa have both given it to PSG. So, first of all, your reaction to the draw, and honestly, objectively, how do you see this going over 2 legs?
Okay, so my first reaction was whatever. Didn't really care. Because ultimately, I think we're going to beat PSG 8-3 on aggregate. They are...
Don't go too nuts, bro. Don't go too nuts, man.
Look at it.
Don't go too nuts, bro.
I'd be dead serious here right now. They are not that good of a team. People have severely overrated them. They've been poor in the league. They've been poor in the Champions League. They played against the Barcelona that has been average. And yes, they got a result against an average Barcelona. So what? We got a result against an average Barcelona too. Doesn't really matter. Ultimately, we're gonna beat them 8-3. It's gonna be a comfortable game.
No, not only you gave him a receipt of your voice note, you're giving him your face as well, so he can prove that you said this. You've made a big mistake.
I mean, wait.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, wait, Bayern fans, maybe like, I think, because sometimes I've got like this hearing issues, because I have to see like a doctor about it and stuff. Like, I've had it for like a few things. So I think maybe I just heard something wrong. So can you just repeat what you said again? Because maybe I was in the Matrix or something. So I think I heard you say 8-3, or am I wrong? Because sometimes I hear things.
That was right. 8 on aggregate. Yeah. The team I'm actually worried about, if I'm being completely honest, isn't even Manchester City. The team I'm worried about is Real Madrid. Like PSG is the team that I'm actually least worried about because their defense can handle our attack. And you look at who they had last season. They've had Thiago Silva. They don't have him anymore. So the fullbacks can handle our attackers, and now their centre backs can handle our attackers. So we're definitely going to concede. We're probably going to concede 2 goals in the first game, but I'm more confident of outscoring them any time of the week. So that's what I think: 5-1 in the first game, and then a 3-1 in the second game.
Bayern TV.
You know the first leg is in Paris, is that right?
Say that, bro.
Bayern fan, can I ask you a question?
But he has a right to be confident though. They've won the treble.
Natsa, shut up, man. After your reverse psychology nonsense, man. Mute your mic, man.
Who are the main wingers that start for Bayern? Bayern fan.
8-3.
That depends on form. Like currently, it's definitely Serie. And I'd say probably Gnabry on current form. Although Coman is making a name, he's starting to get back as well. So, but I'd say on current form, it's probably Gnabry and Sané that start on the wings.
A quick question to Bayern on TV as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, go on.
No, go on.
Oh yeah, I just want to say, do you miss Thiago? And what is your thoughts on this Thiago slander? Everybody's saying he's trash now. I just want to know if you miss him and what's your thing on Thiago.
I miss him. I don't miss him. We've got Kimmich and Goretzka. Goretzka's actually been better than Kimmich in the last couple of months.
Damn.
The
German Henderson.
Justified. German Henderson. Wow. Wow. That's
Who said German Henderson? Who said that?
Okay. Actually, no. Bayern fan, I need to just ask you something because I'm trying to just gather my thoughts.
Yep.
So from PSG's point of view, let's say they're at full strength, and this is about football psychology and mentality.
Mm-hmm.
The match was close. I get it. It's a final. Finals are always close. Maybe Bayern played a little with a bit more inhibition because it was a final, which is what you normally do. You're a bit much more careful when this is like the last hurdle now. But I still feel as if it was finally matched. The game was finally matched. I get the Thiago thing, but Kimpembe and Marquinhos have formed a pretty good defensive pairing. But my thing is not really more so on that. It's more so on football mentality. Losing a final has to be one of the worst feelings of any sports person. It's the worst. It's a horrible feeling. And you ask anybody, the moment that whistle blows, what do you want right now? Almost everybody will say, man, I want to face this team again. This team that's made me feel like crap, right now, I want to face them again. Because we saw how Neymar was when he was crying on the bench. So aren't you a bit wary of a wounded animal? Specifically, an animal that says, my gosh, this is the team that's stopped us from getting... Because remember, yes, of course, Bayern wanted that Champions League and everything, but PSG really wanted it because they've never had it. And you saw how Paris reacted when they lost. So aren't you a bit wary that these guys are like, we want that revenge?
No.
Wow.
This PSG team has one fault, and that is I wouldn't say their mentality, but it is. I would call it being Champions League certified. It's a weird thing to call it, but it's like this Champions League seal of approval. They don't have this kind of spine. I don't mean that to be in like this harsh.
You are dissing them, man. My God, man. This is a takedown.
JJ, has Chelsea ever won a treble? You don't know that feeling, JJ. You don't know that feeling.
Have you ever been to a CL final? Mute your mic. You've never been to a CL final, so mute your mic. Bayern Fan TV, please continue.
Like there are Champions League certified teams like Real Madrid, like honestly like Liverpool as well, where they can be poor in the league, but when it comes to the Champions League, when it comes to those special nights, when they hear that music, they step up. And PSG, they haven't made that step up yet. So if they're emotional, they're actually worse than they are when they're not. I feel like a calm, cool, collected PSG is a threat to any team, but a PSG that is hungry, that is, looking for revenge, that is this emotionally wounded animal, as you described it. Those are the most. That's when they're going to make many foolish mistakes, because they are not that team that have been in these European finals, that have been in these European knockout games and have proceeded. They don't have that experience on these special kind of games where you need a cool head. So that's why I'm not that worried, to be completely honest.
I'm shocked. I didn't expect that.
We have a circumcision in our hand. My Lord in heaven.
I'm shocked. Wait. Let me look at some of these dubs, and then I'll get to the rest, because I'm shocked at what I've just heard. I'm sure critic. Thanks for the dub. Who do you take at Chelsea? Karim or Kane? Are you Benzema or Kane? Are you sick? Why the hell would I pick Kane over? Why the heck would I pick Larry Lane over Benzema? Benzema all day, every day. The heck? Larry Lane. Heck out of here, man. From Yasser's side, man. First things first. Screw you, Jamal. That's harsh. Keep your juju against us, you absolute loser. That's really harsh. I've seen your tweets. I know. Your juju will run out eventually. Yasser's side, it's never personal. It's just business. I had to. I'm sorry. And Yasser's side again says, Dear God, I beg you, please, I'm on my knees. I don't want money. I don't want anything. Please, God, please just don't let City sniff a final and a quadruple. Yasser Said, I've got something prepared for Natsa. Don't worry. Don't you worry, man.
Before
Natsa, can you
I want to say just one thing. Isn't it funny, when he wanted Bayern Munich, Chelsea got lubricated, circumcisioned, absolutely Lara Crofted, but when he didn't want Atletico, you beat them convincingly. So if anyone doesn't want to tell me that H's jinx does not exist, he's fooling himself. So he has to say it does not run out. It just goes on. Okay, it does not run out. Is it infinite? Is this unlimited? Bro, just don't even try it with
that's I can't wait until we talk Dortmund, man. Trust me, man. I can't wait to jinx you, man. Marvelous, talk to me, man.
Listen, this may be the favorite and my best hangout that I've ever been a part of, because I can smell nothing but fear, anxiety, reverse psychology. Even the guy named Bayern TV, I can see the stress in his eyes. I know why HH has on those shades. I can hear the cracks in Nats's voice. Jamal is as quiet as a mouse. I know what everyone's up to.
Oh, no. I'm going to deal with it, Jamal, soon. Don't worry.
Listen, as a neutral, as a Chelsea supporter, it is amazing. I'm in my house. I am rubbing my hands like Birdman, because this commotion just fits everything perfectly. I want nothing better than for Bayern and PSG to go to war. I want bloodshed. I want attack. I want high-scoring aggregates.
But what do you have to say about what Bayern Fan TV said, that as in like that Bayern will give birth to a brand new baby boy called PSG?
Well, the thing is this: when you're nervous, you tend to over pump yourself. He's on that. He's on that steroids. People in the chat were wondering what drugs he's on. He's on steroids, like the team, So he thinks they're going to have this whole 8-1, 8-3, but it's gonna be tight.
Marvelous. He's not buying steroids.
Natsa.
He's not buying steroids.
Natsa, don't speak.
Been giving it to him.
Natsa, don't speak. I can understand why Natsa wants, PSG to go through, because he wants the All Classico, the Abu Dhabi Classic, the Ben Salman. It makes sense. They've paid off each other. They've made a dealing under the table, so it makes sense as to why he wants that meeting.
I said,
but I promise you this.
I said they were their favorites.
I promise you this. Every other team on the other side of the draw is just looking at this world war that's going to happen, because
because I think a lot of people do. A notion is, and let me see what you think about this. that the winner is going to come out from this side of the draw. That whoever comes through this minefield wins the trophy.
And HH, don't you think that's such an absurd way of thinking about it? Do you guys remember that final between Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid where Real Madrid played Wolfsburg, they played Schalke, and they just sort of moonwalk and waltz their way through to the final? And then Atletico had to go through this minefield of Bayern, Barcelona, and then only for them to get absolutely destroyed by a well-rested...
Wait. No. Let's respond to that. Yes, Atletico had a tough thing, but it's Atletico. But look at what Real Madrid had to go through in 2018, where they faced every winner of their league, and then they faced a Liverpool team that were goal scoring crazy. So my thing is that
you can understand the argument from both sides. It can work for both sides.
It's about the team itself, not about the route.
There we go. It's like if Bayern or PSG or City make it to the final, they would have had to pretty sledgehammer a freaking giant. So they'll be so battle ready come the final. Whoever they meet, what's up?
But I say all that to say, just to wrap up my point, I spoke to a Bayern fan before the draw and I asked them, what team would you rather play? And he said to me, and I quote, these were his words, I think at some point you're going to have to play a big team if you want to win the Champions League. So I'd much rather play them in the quarters. So I say Bayern and PSG fans, you guys have what you want. For whatever reason, you guys would much rather play the toughest team now as opposed to the final, which to me makes no sense. I'd much rather be in the final and give myself a 50% chance than to be in the quarterfinal, semifinal, and not even make the final at all. I think.
But you see, with Chelsea, I've got a different tactic because Chelsea, they're like my little child that I just need to sort of tutor and just take very careful on the path. So I've got like a separate path for my Chelsea. But if you're a Bayern or you're a PSG, especially if you're a Bayern, bro, because in Bayern's mentality is that we are beating anybody here.
Yep.
So whoever you give it to us, we are beating everyone here. For PSG, it is what it is. Because PSG have to view this as, if you knock out Bayern Munich, bro, that's a huge dub. Because you'll be on such... It's like when Juventus in 2017 shut out Barca in both legs after Barca did the remontada with MSN. You were like, oh. And that's why we thought that Juve would win the final after they did what they did to Barcelona. But we all know what happened. So...
just to round up my point, I think Bayern just have way too much firepower, both legally and illegally, because I think they're doping. But I say that to say, for everyone that's been wondering why I haven't been on the Hangouts recently, match fixing. I have something big to do behind the scenes. You see how Alan Sharp kept spinning when there was one ball left in the jar? I'm responsible for that. I paid the fees. Ask about me.
All right.
Who this guy supports? Who he supports?
Chelsea. He's a Chelsea guy. He's part of this group.
It makes sense now.
I would like you talk to me, man. Bayern and PSG, man, the big one.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
HH, we have problem, and this is what the problem is. I can understand Bayern fans saying we're gonna win 8-3, but Mr. Bayern fans, PSG is not Barcelona when you can beat 7-2, 8-2 at their crib. PSG are not Chelsea when you can just dismantle, kill, lock after. This is a different team, and I keep telling people the high line by Bayern Munich play suited Kylian Mbappe a lot. I'm saying it. Barcelona gave just 3 chances to Mbappe and his game over. Even with Messi, Messi was playing in that match. One of the great, we call him the GOAT of world football. He was beating 4-1 in his home crib. So you're telling me at Allianz, Bayern is scoring 1 goal. I can put my money on it. Give Mbappe 5 chances. His game, you are dead. The whole team is dead. It's not even that it's skill. Because it's a field on high line. When you give him high line, you're dead. And Neymar is playing. People write up Neymar is injured. Neymar is one of the most talented world footballer in world football when fit.
Then
you don't bypass Neymar.
What happened in the final then? What happened in the final?
Final. it happens. You can miss chances. It happens to everything. You can miss chances. It happens, but you can't bypass fit Neymar when he's actually fit and wants to play football. Man, you can't bypass him. That guy is a monster when he plays football. I can understand Bayern Munich getting ready and say we are confident, but you gotta be confident when you have fit Neymar on the pitch playing. Neymar wants to play. He wants to show the world. Yes, my name is Neymar Junior from Brazil. Not the Neymar Junior we see in PSG that have been injured for 2 years. He wants to prove a point. So yes, I can understand the confidence, but we have to just calm down. Neymar is free to play, and I keep telling Bayern Munich needs to sort this eyeline stuff. They need to sort them out. If those eyeline doesn't sort out, you play highline with Mbappe, Neymar, Di Maria, Myler, and Nevin. We have a big match in our hand, a big one, black. I don't know what to say, JJ. I'm so interested to watch that match. Very interested to watch that match. Yep.
Abdullahi.
Yep.
Their manager. We already gave him that work. We already gave him that work, man.
Mm-hmm. I know.
But it's like to have one of those nights against
different team, different
he
players.
Knows what he has
different players.
But Bombas, yes, I know Pochettino is a class A. I didn't say that, guys. I know. But I keep saying
I wouldn't have said he's that bad. I wouldn't have said he's that bad.
But when you are I watched the Barcelona second leg match and I was laughing because I was seeing so many chances Ousmane Dembele was missing and so many chances PSG were getting. I keep telling you, if Neymar Jr. was in that match, Barcelona are not doing that match because that's how good a player he is. Now they are facing a Bayern Munich that will give you chances. Bayern doesn't know how to defend. Bayern will tell you, come and play us. Take football, play us, score against us. We have the chance of scoring 5 goals against you. Yes, I know. But when you give Neymar chances and you give Mbappe chances, you are literally telling them, come and kill me at my house. This is knife. This is for kill me. Just kill me and bury me. It's game over. That's it.
One thing you have to take into consideration there is that PSG is usually the team that dominates. They're usually the team that has the ball. They're usually the team that builds up slower. Against Bayern, they'll have to be quick. So they're not used to that, which is what you saw last season when you're being given a chance that normally usually you have a lot more time on the ball. Against Bayern, you don't have that. So like if you spend too much time on the ball, Neuer comes out, gets the ball, or Süle comes out. I think Süle will pocket Neymar, by the way. But yeah.
But Bayern
that's why I don't think
I love your confidence. If Chelsea are winning this way, I'll be confident.
Stop. Bayern fans, what the heck did you just say? He said that Süle, who Jamal calls Süle, is going to pocket Neymar Jr.
Zuladinho. He'll pocket Neymar.
Twinkle Toes Frankenstein.
Bayern fans, I think this is what people doesn't understand. Everybody slept Neymar. You know what they slept Neymar? It's not because he's a bad player, because he's been injured and he hasn't showed the potential that people seen when he was in Barcelona, when he was playing for like showing up in the those kind of Copa American World Cup when he plays. Neymar is fit. This is what people doesn't understand. Neymar did not play the round of 16. He was injured. He's back, and now no international football. Brazil already called it off already. Neymar will be ready. He's fit to play, 100% ready to play. And you are giving him Bayern Munich
until he gets injured.
No. Please, you're giving Neymar. You're not even giving him Atletico Madrid. You're not even giving him like Man City. You are giving him Bayern, a team that will give you chances. That will tell you, come and play me. That is Neymar. You're giving Neymar. He wants to prove a point.
Neymar hasn't done anything for me for him to be afforded this greatness of what he can do. Because what since MSN. In 2015, what great thing has Neymar done since 2015?
He made it to the final last year.
Since Leipzig and Atalanta, really?
So what? You have to win your games. You can only beat who's ahead of you.
Well, Mo, we're now coming to you now. Mo, talk to me now. PSG Bayern.
Okay. I think this game it's definitely the most exciting one in this crazy draw. Maybe it would have been best saved for the final, but I feel like over 180 minutes, we'll get more entertainment, which is good. Look, PSG are out for revenge.
Your arguments are very flawed, H.
Can you let Mo talk? You reverse psychology merchants. Continue.
PSG will be out for revenge, but that doesn't mean that Bayern don't want it just as much. But what kind of bothers me is that people are taking PSG so lightly, as if they weren't the team that made it to the final last year, as if they weren't the only team that put up a respectable performance versus Bayern out of all the teams that Bayern faced last season. The only ones who held their own were PSG. Mbappe is better than he was last year. That's a fact. Verratti is better. Their defense, if it's not the same, it's better. I know like Thiago Silva is a big loss, but Marquinhos and Kimpembe, man, they're a hell of a partnership right now. I mean, I think they're the best defensive partnership in Europe right now, or in the world.
But Mo, wouldn't you say the left back position is a weakness, the biggest weakness?
Well, I don't know. Will Wilbur not be fit? I'm not sure.
But Sane versus that left back? Sane versus that left back?
Look, that left back kept Messi at bay in the first game, so...
But was Messi playing the wing, though? He plays more centrally.
Messi drifts all around. Well, yeah, that is right. But, like, even with Kurzawa, they still won 4-1 at the Camp Nou. Now, I know that Barca are not even close to Bayern's level, but that still says something about their overall defense. And I feel like when people look at that second leg versus Barcelona, I think people are reading into that too much. Because I feel like that PSG performance, the players in their back of their minds, they were thinking about the miracle in Camp Nou. So it was just about facing Barca specifically, and that's what kind of hindered their performance. I don't think it was about them being bad. I just think it was like, oh God, is this going to happen again? But they don't have that kind of history versus Bayern. What they have is a mission to avenge themselves. Now, when you think about Bayern, deadly attack, obviously the best player in the world right now, arguably the best goalkeeper. I'm not sure if Neuer or Courtois is the best goalkeeper right now, but definitely top two. Davies. I mean, they have. I don't need to name the players. You already know who they are. They've just got weapons all over the place. This is why this game is so hard to call. Now, for me personally, like Neymar is probably going to be fit, but even without Neymar, I still think PSG have a very good chance. I think people are underestimating PSG's ability because, as a few guys have already mentioned, Bayern's defense is tailor-made for Mbappe right now and his pace. And the thing is, if any manager can take advantage of a high line, it's a pragmatic manager, regardless of who it is. A pragmatic manager like this high line is so perfect for a pragmatic manager like Pochettino, where he doesn't need the ball, his team doesn't need the ball for large portions of the game. They just get it and they go. And with Verratti's passing ability, we know that, and Di Maria, and if Neymar is fit, put Mbappe in behind. Moise Kean has been killing it as of late. Man, PSG have weapons too. I say PSG narrowly defeat Bayern, man. I don't know. I have a feeling that PSG are going to win this.
Are we going to give a score prediction right now or when?
No. Afterwards. So let me just get some of these dubs, man. So from Quarterly Awesome, who says, Ban Fan TV speaking the truth. Hashtag LSG. That's hash. That is hash. Quarterly Awesome. That's hash. And from Yasir Said, thank you for the dub, who says, Marvelous is a sick guy. He is, bro. He is, man. But we love him. From Chainsaw DH, who says Madrid, Man City, and Liverpool can expose the high line of Bayern Munich. Also, your other channel is quite great. Thank you for replying back. Oh, cool. Well, Liverpool can expose our high line, but their attack hasn't been that great. Real Madrid, yeah, but I think they missed the speed of Christian, and I think City for sure. Which is why if City faced Bayern, that'd be super interesting, man. So, guys, we're just going to change and reshape things off, man. So, let me just bring like so let me just take a few of you guys out and bring you guys in. So, we're looking for Eddie and Ben, make your way in. Eddie and Ben, make your way in. I have saved spots for you. Eddie and Ben, make your way in. Eddie and Ben, make your way in, man. So Eddie, quickly, your thoughts on Madrid Bayern.
Madrid Bayern.
No. I said Eddie.
Eddie, Siberia Internet. You don't start.
Oh, okay. Okay, let me come to Ben. Ben, are you there? Mr. Ben.
Ben
Mr.
is always
Ben.
ready, bro. Come on, Ben.
Yeah, me.
Okay, cool.
Ben
Okay,
is
cool.
here.
Eddie.
Ben is here. Ben is here. Bro.
Eddie's here. Eddie's here.
Nah,
Eddie talk. Eddie talk. Eddie
Ben,
talk.
my apology. If you don't apologize, you are in trouble.
Okay, Eddie.
Are you talking to me?
Eddie talk. Eddie.
Why is his name Ala Madrid?
Shit, man.
What the hell is going on, man?
Wait, what? Is it my turn or what?
Yes.
Cool. I keep hearing Ben talk, man. This kid's a quick with this hangout, man. Jesus Christ. Try to get in like 50 times.
You've got to be quick with the click, man.
It's cool. But buying PSG, bro, buying Fun TV, that guy is a crazy as
He's mad. He's mad.
A3. Are you stupid?
That look, hope you have the receipt.
It's gonna be an exciting game. I say that, but then it could go one way or the other. It could go very, very tight, and you end up with a very, very close, two legs, or it goes very open, and it's very exciting. But I tend to believe it'll be on the tighter side. Something I don't understand is why people are going on about this Bayern highline. Wasn't it the same highline you were talking about last year in the Champions League final? And PSG couldn't do nothing against.
Eddie, easy. I'm like, chill. Hey, I'm like, relax. Eddie, the notion is this. It's like the law of averages or numbers. So PSG had chances. Now, the theory is you give those chances again to them. Do they miss them? So what is the likelihood if these were 3 clear-cut chances? How likely is it that you give them 3 clear-cut chances again and they miss those 3 again? In football speak, it's highly unlikely that will happen again. So Bayern, it's like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They're like, we will live and die by this. If we concede, boom, well, we will just outscore you. But my thing is that they may happen. It's unlikely, especially with this is now 180 minutes, not 90. Over 180 minutes, you will play this highline for both of these games. PSG don't get at least 2, 3, 4 goals over those two legs. If they are fully fit, come on.
Neymar might get an injury the weekend before, so you might as well count Neymar out of it. But look, Bayern have the team to beat PSG over 2 legs. I'm sorry. I don't see. There is a possibility that PSG, but if you look at things on a balanced end, Bayern have a better squad than PSG. We're not looking at the fact that there are multiple factors that are coming into it as well. Who is in line for a suspension? Who might be suspended for that second leg? Who's suspended for the first leg? There are other things and calculations that come into what goes on during the game. But overall, I think that Bayern attack is unstoppable. Something we're not having. The PSG wingbacks. Who plays wingback for PSG again? Because Bayern is gonna eat those guys up like crazy, man. Kimpembe and what's his name, Marquinhos, they're gonna have their hands full with Lewandowski and whoever the wingers are. So that's something I feel like it's not being spoken of enough. So overall, Bayern are winning this tie for me. I think they just have too much, especially midfield as well, because again, so I think someone mentioned before, PSG, for most of the games they play, they dominate the ball. They keep possession and all. Bayern do the same thing. So it's going to be a battle of who's going to keep possession, who's going to have more possession of the ball. And I trust the Bayern midfield more than I do the PSG midfield. So that's pretty much where the game's going to be won or lost for me. So at the end of the day, Bayern take this tie. I think it'll be closer than it is, though. I don't see an A3 here or something, unless
no,
if an A3 happens, Poch needs to be sacked on the spot.
Eddie, let me respond to what you said. Chill.
Wait.
You were talking about last year. I can understand last year because in final, every team meets chances. I can understand that. But if you look at this year, Mbappe last year is not the Mbappe of this year. Neymar of last year is not the Neymar of this year. Yes, he's injured. I get that. But if I look at one of the most talented world footballers in world, when fit, is Neymar Jr. Neymar Jr. did not participate at all in the round of 16. He's injured. I get that. He's playing not even against Barcelona or Manchester City. He's playing against a team that will give you a chance, that will tell you, Neymar, take the ball. Do whatever you want to do about the ball. So you are giving Neymar a chance. You are telling him, come and play me. Neymar Neymar will start playing like Ronaldinho. He can dribble anybody. Feel like
Wait,
when
no,
he's
no, no,
when
no,
he's
no,
in
no,
mood.
no. I'm like, see,
Oh,
you are talking like this guy has actually done something for us to respect him in this way. He hasn't.
Against
So,
Bayern, you have to respect Neymar. You will have to respect Neymar. You will have
oh,
to.
no. As I said,
You're talking like we're talking about Mount here, bro. Like the goat Mount.
it's like, so, no, look, Ben, talk to me, man.
HH, pull up Rainus Code's comment.
Okay.
Look at Rainus Code's comment.
Ben, talk, man, talk.
Okay.
Oh,
it's been a
welcome
while,
back, by the
guys.
way. It's been a while. Yeah, hello, welcome back.
Been a while.
Welcome.
And you know,
You're welcome.
when I came in, someone spotted that my name was Hala Madrid. Let me explain that. I went on a channel to pose as a Madrid fan to insult Hazard. Yeah.
But that is legendary stuff, bro.
Not so you mute your mic, man. But continue.
Yeah.
He's ruling with
Where
the
have you been all this while? Where have you been?
You know, work and all that. But
work and all that. I understand.
So Ben, talk to him.
Okay. So first off, the truth is the highline is not a problem really. The highline is not a problem because if you watch at least the way they played last season, they press you so high that you can actually counter that much. It's very difficult to counter because you're not even controlling the game to get a pass. So you say Neymar will get a pass. Well, I don't even count the final because in the final the nerves, people miss chances. Bayern won't be as efficient as they can be if they were playing in a quarterfinal. This is quarterfinal. This is not final, and they know that they have 180 minutes to continue going at you. So I won't use that final. Also, I won't use that final to PSG's disadvantage also because we're talking about two different coaches and two different playing styles. I think Pochettino is experienced playing this kind of teams. With that, the City game where it was 5-5, I think Pochettino was able to manage that game very well, and I think he has better tools now. He used Son to cause a lot of damage, and his team was properly shaped very well. So I think he's been in this situation. He's very experienced in this situation. He may not be the better coach, but I think he's very experienced.
My friend, who are you giving the edge to?
The only way to beat Bayern, you have to be able to control the game. Like don't allow them pin you back and just keep going at you because they'll outscore you. And that's why I think only Man City or maybe Liverpool, the way Liverpool beat them the last time. But I don't know if Liverpool.
Ben, stop mentioning.
Wait, let me finish up. Calm down.
Don't worry,
Bro, calm down. Stop behaving like.
I'll meet him.
Well,
yeah, man.
You have to be able to control the game against them because if they control the game, then they pin you back, then they beat you. But it will be interesting to see who controls possession if City and Bayern play. So, anyways, I think Bayern will beat. Bayern are favorites to beat PSG, but Pochettino is very experienced in this thing, so it's not going to be as straightforward as that. I don't even think. Well, Neymar being an addition will help, but I think Pochettino will perform better than Tuchel performed. Really, I think against Bayern over 2 legs.
Guys, all I'm saying is this, man. We will have a colossal game. And I believe that, first of all, that 833 by Bayern Fan TV is Skontariga glue talk. Because I feel that it's going to be a lot closer. And I think that it's going to be a hard one to call because I think that PSG are going to be especially ready for the game. 100% Bayern have the edge. You've got to give Bayern the edge. But despite that, you cannot sleep on what homeboys do. So, guys, Jamal, what's up? Jamal, you right?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Real Madrid, man. Jamal and Vilton, man. Jamal, but I want to confess to Jamal before I come to Vilton. So, Jamal, your initial reaction to getting that draw. I want that reaction. Happy, sad, angry, nervous, confident of facing Zizou Zidane.
You know what? Obviously, I'm happy we did not get Bayern or PSG. When I see them two draw each other, I was happy. But when we get Real, you know what? When we now get Real, I was happy. I was saying yes. But then it synced. It synced in. And I study. I say, we actually get Real Madrid, 15-time champs. I say, and I don't know. That's why the days getting closer. I'm getting more nervous, man, because everyone I say this Real Madrid is poor, but at the end of the day, it's still Real Madrid in the Champions League, and that's the big thing. But this is what I gotta say. I check Real Madrid top scorer list. It's Benzema, but after Benzema, the next top scorer is Casemiro, and Casemiro is on 6 goals. And the thing with Vinicius, he's a quality player. But at the end of the day, I know I could get clipped. And you know what? There's only one life to live. F it. I'm going to say it. Vinicius' end product is class C. What is the difference between... He is the Brazilian Nicolas Pepe.
Wow.
The guys do... He have flicks, he have tricks. But at the end of the day, this guy end product is class B. That is why Benzema and him have words. So yeah, man, I just feel if we can just put Fabinho and Kabak and Phillips, I don't know if three of those.
Wait. So let me ask you this then. In this game, do you play Fabinho in defense or you play him in midfield?
100% play him in midfield, man. I think,
Okay.
I think
Really?
Phillips and that they have to get a partnership, man. And I've been watching the last 2 games. I'm not gonna say they are doing good, but they've been a little bit better than the Leicester game and the Fulham game. They are kind of forming a partnership, so I'm not gonna disrupt that. So I'm gonna play Fabinho, and guys, we still have Thiago. I know plenty people have said he's trash, he's a flop, but at the end of the day, he's still top 5 midfielders. Not right now. But over the last 5 or 4 years, I'll still say Thiago is top 5 midfielder right now. And guys, I don't know who is LDO. I do not know who is LDO. This whole season, he has been Mane. This guy has been trash. But I'll keep saying Mane is not going to be trash for a whole season. There's one game this guy is going to explode. There's one game LDO will be back.
So basically, Jamal, the way you're talking is you are confident going into this game.
I'm 50-50. In all the ties, I think this is the most even tie here. I think it could easily be Real, it could easily be Liverpool.
Yeah.
But what I'm confident about is we have a chance. For me, it's 50-50. And that's what I'm doing.
I think, wait, you want to say something again, Jamal?
Yeah, I just want to say, if we beat Real Madrid,
Jamal, stop. Jamal, stop. No, I'm stopping you. Jamal, I'm using my executive thing to stop you. Stop. Thank you. No, stop. But before I come to Wilton, I think Jamal is right. The most 50-50 tie, I think, is Liverpool, Dortmund. I think Bayern have the edge over PSG. I think City are the overwhelming favourites against Dortmund.
Chelsea are favourites in Porto.
Can I land? God damn!
I'm waiting for the Chelsea Porto. Waiting for Chelsea Porto.
So let me start again. Let's start again. Liverpool.
Last time I Dortmund have a seal.
So Liverpool and Real Madrid 50-50. Jamal, you're on the money there. Bayern, it's close. Bayern are slight favourites. City.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Can I talk?
Last time I checked, brother seal.
City. Can I?
Dortmund have a seal.
City.
Not so easy.
City are overwhelming favourites against Dortmund, and FC Porto are the big favourites over Chelsea. Wilson, talk to me about your boys, man. Your thoughts getting Liverpool, specifically the Salah Ramos under story.
It's gonna be a good game for the neutral. It's the rematch of the 2018 Champions League final, and I guess I'm guessing when the draw happened, the first thing that came to everybody about Ramos versus Salah is Ramos gonna enter Salah again. But this game is gonna be very, very interesting. Obviously, I think we have the best dual midfielder in the world right now. Even though Madrid is 35, he's still balling. Madrid is, I think he's top 5 midfielder in the world, top 3 in the world even. Then Cruz, we all know with Cruz. I don't see the thing I like about Tony Cruz. Ever since Tony Cruz came to Real Madrid, it's so rare to find Tony Cruz has a bad game in Real Madrid, even though while we're losing. This guy just insane. And Casemiro, he's the second top scorer, like Jamal said. This game, I wish Monta and Red were in here. Those guys are the tactician merchant of the entire Discord that we are in. But as for this game, I think Liverpool are slightly favorites because our attack is so heavily aligned on Benzema scoring. Because if Benzema doesn't score, do you expect Ramos to do a superhuman goal, or do you expect Casemiro to score?
So basically, like for instance, let's just create a scenario. If Benzema was injured,
oh my lord,
Madrid have no chance.
We have zero chance. We have zero chance. I don't think we have zero chance, because we just can't create. With Benzema's not here, we can't create at all. This team is toothless. Asensio, if I see Asensio in the starting 11,
respect.
I see him in that starting 11, I'm turning off my TV. I'm not even gonna show because I already know we're losing this game anyway. But if I see him, it's just gonna be a circumcision.
Wait. You're admitting you're losing this game or losing the tie?
We're losing the tie. I don't think we.
Well, that's psychology. That's not right there. Well, that's psychology. Come on, vote on it.
Same thing he did with Atalanta. 3-1, 3-1.
No. Be realistic, guys. We're not good enough to beat Liverpool.
We're losing the tie.
If we had Cristiano and Isco still balling, I would say we have a chance. But this Real Madrid team,
your attempts at reverse psychology are
no. Listen to what I'm saying. This is Champions League, bro. Like Liverpool have 6 Champions League. Yes, we are the king of the Champions League, but this season, this monster is very weak. There's nothing we could do. Our attack is toothless. Benzema, I'm pretty sure they're gonna nullify Benzema in that game. Vinicius Jr., I love you,
Phillips.
but you are trash. You're trash in attack.
Nullifying Benzema.
Asensio
this guy's gonna nullify anybody. You're saying nullifying.
Wait, let me land, man.
Asensio is just privileged FC. Rodrigo, I like Rodrigo more than as a goal scorer more than Vinny. Vinny can create, but we all know he can't finish. And Casemiro, he's a second top scorer. But the thing about Casemiro, he's not that good when team are pressing us. So it's gonna be tough. But I just don't see us how we're gonna beat Liverpool. I think Liverpool gonna edge this out. I think Liverpool gonna win the first leg 2-1. The second leg maybe we get a draw there. I think Liverpool edges.
Can I say a quick question?
Go for it.
Yeah,
yes.
Quick question is, if, as Wilton said, they had Isco and Cristiano, and we had Matip and Van Dijk, who will you think win that game? Who will be favorites? Who do you think will go through?
What kind of Cristiano? So Cristiano of now or Cristiano of 2017, 2018?
Of now.
I think we beat Liverpool, to be honest. Cristiano's still scoring goals. He's still scoring goals.
Me, you know what? I still say Real win because he doesn't need to even be. He is still a goal scorer, right? And just as right now, he's got cements around him of what's it called, Morata, and just guys from the road.
And he's still scoring goals, even.
Yeah, and he's still scoring goals with guys. So I just think that, bro. See, this is a whole different conversation. Do Real Madrid win 4 in a row if Cristiano and Zidane stay?
I must say this though: if you absolute losers let us get to the Champions League final, you might as well not show up for the Champions League final. You might as well not show up because we're gonna win it.
Let me bring in this boy, Eddie. Talk to me, man.
Wait. Before I let you go, Eddie, why is everybody saying I'm a reverse psychology merchant? I'm not using reverse psychology.
You are.
You are shameless. Eddie, talk to me. Liverpool, Real Madrid.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you that it's I guess the closest tie in amongst the 4 quarterfinals. I mean, maybe Bayern.
That's what Jamal
PSG?
said. That's what Jamal said.
Maybe Bayern PSG is the closest, but this game and Bayern PSG are the 2 most exciting games to look forward to. Given the other 2 games should be a foregone conclusion at this point.
Eddie,
We'll get there. But by the time you break this game down again, I think Real Madrid should have the slight edge. Who's playing at home again in the first leg? I think it's Real Madrid, right? Yeah, Real Madrid. Real Madrid have a slight edge in this.
But it might be in Romania, though. It might be in Romania.
Oh,
true.
Yeah, true. Because look, Liverpool. let's be real, man. They haven't been the same this season. That attack, shambolic. If you're really depending on Diego Jota, I was talking to a Liverpool fan yesterday and he said, "Oh, Jota's come back." If you're really depending on Jota to beat Real Madrid, then you might as well just quit right now. Use the forfeit rule, like just give up.
He's been key, bro. He's been key.
Yeah, but
this
look,
is a higher level though.
Let's face it. Y'all just played who? Test your babies in Leipzig. They're worse than attacking virgins, bro. Who the hell did they have in attack again? Like they could do nothing to that defense.
Ukunku, Paulson, Marcel Sabisa.
If you really believe, hold on. If you really believe that Kabak and Phillips are gonna keep out Benzema and that Real Madrid attack, you're drunk. I mean, you're on something. And if that happens, then you might as well call Klopp the GOAT because.
So Eddie, because this is what I asked Jamal. If you're Klopp, do you play Fabinho in midfield or you play him in defense?
I play him in midfield because that's where he's most effective. Because when he plays defense, he needs a more experienced guy close to him because I don't think he's someone who can carry his other centre back like that. Because naturally, midfield is his best position. If you're playing him next to someone like a Van Dijk or Matip, someone who knows a bit more what they're doing, then that's okay. But for him to carry a test tube baby in Kabak or Phillips, I don't see that happening. So you might as well just play him in his favorite position or his most effective position and see if you can say what's up. But look, if Real Madrid can get at that Liverpool defense, then they're going to have a lot of fun. Because all you have to do is avoid the left side. Robertson, yeah, he's good. He's money. But everybody else in the whole defense, you can get them. They're open for business, whatever you want it. So Vinicius, I want to see how the Vinicius Alexander-Arnold thing goes because that'll be a very, very interesting battle on that side. But
So who are you giving the edge to in the tie?
I already said Real Madrid. I can see Liverpool coming out of it, but based on the information we have right now, Real Madrid should do the business. Should take care of business, I guess.
All right, so before I come to Ben, let me just read these dubs. From Dennis Boer, thanks for the dub, who says, Pep has a better shot than Vinicius. True. But Vinicius, I think, is much more he causes more issues than Pep. Vinicius on his best day is far more effective and far better.
Pepe.
Vinicius on his Vinicius on his best day is far more dangerous than Pepe on his best day. Pepe, or whatever his name is. So, lead level Ludio.
Oh, you said Ben, bro.
No. As I said, lead level Ludio. I'm reading this dub here. Congrats. First of all, I don't co-sign this crap that he's doing. I have to read it because it's thingy. Congrats, Chelsea fans. You are getting knocked out of the CL.
You're already in the semis, yeah. Congrats.
He says you're through to the CL semis, but you might get knocked out as well, which is quite harsh. Shout out to FC Porto. And from Eddie, who says no one talking about the X factor, Valverde. Fede Valverde, man. He can do something. I told you, Wilson is a reverse psychology mentions. He knows and he's confident that they can win. And I think Valverde is going to be very key.
No, I like Valverde and everything, but I just think that this game is just going to be too much for Valverde to handle because Liverpool team is like insane, bro. Like their attack, like Salah, El Dio, Firmino, like they can't even bring Jota in, bro. Like it's gonna destroy.
You know what, Wilson meets me after you said the whole Jota comments. I know what you're doing now. Now mute your mic. From lead level Ludi again, he says think about Liverpool are in the CL final already. So guys, if you don't know, lead level Ludio is a Man United fan. They got touched up today by Kelechi Iheanacho, who gave them the double, and because of that, he's
by the Nigerian backup striker. Imagine getting touched up by the Nigerian backup striker, bro.
So basically, he's using reverse psychology to put juju on Liverpool and Chelsea. Shameless.
Only that they will.
Ben, talk to me, Joe.
Okay, I don't know why some people have been overhyping. This year, Liverpool, they've been specialists for capitulation. They are the ones that will capitulate. And it's. Have you seen how organized Madrid can be? They don't concede so many goals. From last season, even up until now, they don't concede so many goals. They can be very organized defensively. And Courtois has been also very good. And Liverpool attack has not been good as well. And Liverpool defense, it's not like the problem is it's not like even resting them isn't even the issue at times because they take a rest. Something is a problem. I don't even know what the problem is. So guys, Big Ben's is gonna it's gonna it's gonna it's gonna take down that place. I can assure you.
But Ben though, here's the thing: if Salah is injured, Mane or Jota could show up. If Jota is injured,
Salah is not injured. See. I'm saying if Salah, Mane, and Firmino are playing that game, with the way at least with the sample size we've had.
Firmino.
See. With the way they've played, we're not talking about Leipzig. They won't be able to score because Madrid defensively, at least they're solid defensively. So it's going to be very difficult for Liverpool to score. And Madrid going forward, they don't have to be super to be able to score Liverpool. Do you know how many people have scored Liverpool this season? And if Benzema just shakes his body a little,
what if Benzema is injured? What if Benzema is injured? Can my Madrid then score without Benzema?
Then we're talking about a different situation. But
there we go.
With the Liverpool we've seen this season, they are very dysfunctional from between midfield and between the defense and the midfield. They're very dysfunctional. So it just doesn't look the same. It just doesn't look like it's very easy to get behind the midfield to the defense, and that was something very difficult before for Liverpool. Like you always have, and now they mentioned playing Fabinho there, but if you play Fabinho as a defensive midfielder to protect the defense, it's still like you can't still rely on those two guys to keep out Benzema. So I think also the most important thing, I think the Bayern guy was talking about how PSG are not that team who have the Champions League caliber and history to just get. Have you seen Madrid players in Champions League? Let's forget, you have to be better than them as a team to beat them. I mean, in the last 3-4 years, you have to be like City did. You have to actually be better than them very well. Then you beat them. I mean, you beat them footballing wise. You have to beat them footballing wise. Else, did you see that first leg? The moment they scored the first goal, City were shaking for like the next 30 minutes. Vinicius, Benzema, Valverde, these guys wanted to, like, for the next 30 minutes of the game, it took a lot for Pep to stabilize that team. Like, they were going at them. So I just feel the moment those guys wear that Madrid jersey and this in the Champions League, sometimes they look very. I'm telling you the truth. I'm a Barcelona fan and I know what I'm talking about. I don't like to say it, but the moment they're in that jersey and they score a goal, you would see and for example, if they get into that kind of mood, Liverpool are the ones who've been capitulating this season. I'm 80% sure that this game is going to go to Madrid. I'm 80% sure.
My thing is that, and I think Ben is right in the sense of, even if they don't have Cristiano, even if Modric, Ramos, these guys are sort of like a lot older, you have to understand what it means to play for Real Madrid and what that jersey means and what that shirt means. And you have to understand that this is the competition that, this is what it's about. So always playing Real Madrid in the Champions League is always going to cause issues for you. It's always going to be something different, specifically when they have that Zidane as manager. But here's my thing though. And this goes back to the whole mentality thing of PSG, revenge and so forth. For Liverpool, they know that top four is still in the balance. So there is extra motivation for them to win this. Because they know that if they don't win this, there is a strong possibility that they're not in the Champions League next season, which makes things very awkward for Salah, Mane, and a lot of your big stars. So I think that's extra bit of motivation of them. Oh man, we're all in. All chips are in for this competition right now. I think makes this even closer. But
okay, I think it's easier for a small team like Ajax, like Monaco, like even Atalanta, who they beat. It's easier for those teams who are well, like let's say Leipzig as well, who are good footballing wise, but they don't have pressure on them. Easier for those kind of teams to beat Madrid. This Real Madrid, let's remove Cristiano Ronaldo. I mean, I saw it in that City game. I was scared the moment. Who scored? Was it Benzema or
Benzema?
This we're talking about Vinicius. Vinicius.
It was Isco. It was Isco that scored. Isco scored.
He means
Vinicius was running.
Isco
he was
scored and
dribbling.
Benzema scored.
See, I can assure you, Vinicius. Even if Vinicius doesn't score, he's going to destroy. I don't know that cannot. Sterling wanted to kill Arnold.
Trent and Vinicius, man. Trent and Vinicius.
See, Vinicius is a monster in terms of take-ons. And look at how Sterling destroyed Arnold. We're talking about Vinicius, particularly in the Champions League.
So before I come to Hassan, let me just read this just before I come to Hassan. Shane Schubert, thanks to the dub, says, stop overthinking. Pull stat a Schalke defender. Jesus. I think that's a shot at your boy Karabakh, man. Yasir Said says, Hassan said Leipzig beats United. Sheffield United beats United. I don't understand that. Wait, Hassan, did you say that? Is it referring to you?
Allegedly.
Basically, he's referring to you. And Albert Cardenius, thanks for the depth, says, I'm calling it. Zidane will be subbed on as emergency attacking midfielder to score a winning golazo against Liverpool. If that happens, I'm gonna quit football analysis and I'll be a royal family correspondent for the royal family.
For the Queen of England.
Yeah, for Queen Lizzie.
Are we doing prediction or not yet?
Hey, this guy. Hey.
There's no
Let me ask a question, brother. Let me ask a question.
Hassan, please. No, we're not. We're not doing predictions. We're not. Hassan.
So I beg for Porto and I get Madrid. Is that how it works? Okay.
Hassan.
HHP.
Porto are a massive club. Respect. Nasser, shush. Hassan.
I think this is an even game, so it's still better than getting City, Bayern, and thank God they're all on that side, on the left side. Thank God. But as for the game, 50-50, man. I might give the edge to Madrid because they got Benzema, and we got Kabak and Phillips. But still, I think Fabinho back in midfield is a big bonus. I still think we'll win 1-0 the first leg.
Okay, so you would keep Fabinho in midfield, not play him in defense to have a buffer against Benzema?
Yeah, of course, in midfield, yeah. I mean, I know our defense is not, even him in defense is not great, but our midfielders, he brought the best out of Thiago and Wijnaldum, which is a big bonus for us. And if you control the game, we can stop Benzema from scoring a lot in it.
Are you confident or you're weary?
I'm confident.
See, that's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. What's it called? Abdullahi, thoughts on this game?
I think this match is like a 50-50 for me. And I'll give a slight edge to Real Madrid. Yes, Madrid doesn't have Ronaldo. But when Madrid turn up, no team can face them in the world. We are shouting Bayern Munich now. But when Madrid turn up, when that team turn up, when they turns up, you can't face them. I think where this match is gonna be won is gonna be on Zidane himself, because I think he has a very good tactics in outplaying other managers. If you look at the way he plays, if you know my player doesn't play today, he has a formation. He could switch formation from 3-5-2 to 4-3-3 to 4-4-2 to 4-2-3-1. That is what Klopp is lacking in Liverpool. He stick to one system. If that system doesn't work, he has no plan B. That is where my problem with Jurgen Klopp is at the moment. Yes, you have injury. At least switch up something for you to fit into the players you have at the moment. Then when those injury people come back, they can easily go back to your system. That was Zidane is having as a manager. But why people doesn't rate him that much? He knows how to switch. When he knows, for example, the Atlanta match, Casemiro was not there. He played the 3-5-2. Look at the way they play. We won't believe Madrid is gonna win 3-1, but look at the way they play. That's how good Zidane as the manager is. So he could easily just go against Liverpool and go defensive and need them on the counter. It's gonna be game over. So you can't predict, but I'm giving the head to Madrid not just because of Madrid player, but just because of two players, Sergio Ramos, Benzema, and Zinedine Zidane for me. Those three can easily win the tie for them.
Okay. Marvelous.
See, while I was backstage doctoring the draw, I happened to bump into a man by the name of Florentino Perez, and I may or may not have seen him hand over a brown bag to the president of UEFA,
To get
Alexander
Liverpool?
Seferin,
To get Liverpool?
to ensure that things work how they should. I don't have to go into the details. You know what I mean.
That's for the referees.
But it's safe to say that things are looking very spooky. Liverpool are incredibly depleted. Their backline and their midfield it's almost as if whatever they've been doing behind the scenes at Real Madrid with their 49 players getting injured, they did it at Liverpool. So this is just the battle of the survivors of some sorts. I think Kabak and Phillips, man, listen, if a defender is named Phillips, then you're in for a shambles. Kabak from Schalke, I hope they're able to hold it together and prevent Benzema, who would have the experience and the know-how to get the ball into the fishnet when the lights come on, when the big lights come on. I'm looking at, Hassan's profile picture. I can't tell if that's Henderson. I think it's Henderson holding the Champions
No,
League.
that's Van Dijk. That's Van Dijk.
Oh, Van
Van
Dijk?
Dijk.
Well,
Van Dijk,
listen,
yeah.
I don't know if Van Dijk, Henderson, or even Arnold will ever hold another Champions League for the rest of their careers. Don't quote me, though. But things aren't looking too good. It's Real Madrid. We know that they can switch onto an upper echelon when it comes to the Champions Leagues, especially in the later stages. We know that in recent years, referees have been kind to them. I'm not saying that this is a conspiracy, but if I'm Real Madrid, if I'm Liverpool, I would be worried. And Vilton, I spoke to you last night. Don't try to deny that you're not using reverse psychology. You know what I know.
He, of course, no, of course, Wilson, he's shameless, man. Okay, Latza, talk to me.
LL, my name is Nats, okay? LL. First of all, I wanna say a shout out to Martin Rosario and shout out to Martin Rosario and Net Splash, and shout out to Infinity.
By the way, Infinity, shout out to everybody. Shout out to Rosario, HH. Shout out to everybody. Shout out.
Shout out King Saul, man.
By the way, Infinity had to leave because he had to do his homework, HH. So be kind next time, HH. Be kind next time.
Do your homework, kids. Kids, please do your homework, man. Unless it's maths.
HH, I know for sure you were not doing your homework when you were younger, HH. I know for sure.
No, yeah, I didn't. Continue.
Okay, we were talking about Real Madrid and Liverpool. All I want to say is, like, have you guys not realized since this hair transplant that Mane is trying to get, he ain't been the same. Maybe he should have just accepted his fate and accepted being bald.
When did Mane get a hair transplant?
Wait, where the hell did that come from?
Man is trying to go Turkey, fam.
Dr.
Miami. Transplants.
Dr. Miami.
Yeah, you can see if you search up Mane hair transplant, you'll see that he's trying to get a hair transplant.
Yeah, that's true, guys.
Time, what the heck?
And he ain't been the same since.
Hey, to all the viewers, this is how you know that this is the best football show ever. I mean, where else can you hear the analysts talking about hair facts?
Thank you. Look, I told you, like, I don't know how this kind of psychopaths. So I breed guys who talk about hair transplants, pornography, and reverse psychology. Natsa, who has the edge?
I did not talk about the latter. Okay,
Natsa, who has the edge here?
The edge is definitely, in my opinion, Real Madrid. Because
yes.
Let's be honest. Liverpool, like, when people need to fix the defense, what do they usually do? What did Tuchel do when he came to Chelsea? He played a 3 at the back, made sure he didn't concede any goals. First of all, so I think this is what Klopp should revert to. And for example, and it would be very good for him if he does it, because he has a wing backs to attack. Trent won't have that much to deal with because he has 3 defenders behind him that can deal with the defending. So all he has to do is get that ball in the box for Mane and Salah, whoever is in Jota. So I feel like if he does not adapt his formation, his tactics, they will get spun by Real Madrid. Because Real Madrid, I know they are not the best team right now. They're not the best Real Madrid side we've ever seen. but they know how to get that dub in the Champions League. We've known that. Even when we played Real Madrid, it was not convincing how we won. It was pretty convincing because we won the game 4-2 in aggregate, but the game was tight. Both legs were tight. You can't ever beat Real Madrid easily, especially in the Champions League. So you have to always keep that in account. So for me, both. Wait, what, let me read that. Coming up, are Chelsea already out?
Whoa, Natsa, what the heck? Can you just focus? We're doing no.
Natsa, didn't Liverpool play high line? We are busy. We are busy.
No. Hey, hold on, Abdullahi, man. Stop derailing this whole thing. God damn, Jesus, Natsa, be professional. You were making a very astute point. Ignore whatever I have going on down there and focus on your points. Natsa, continue your points and ignore anything you see below. Natsa, please finish your amazing points, please.
You are very sick, AJ. That's what I'm going to say to you. You are very sick. Yeah, Real Madrid have the upper hand here. As I said, they are the Champions League merchants. Nobody would not want to be the Champions League merchants, let's be honest. So they have the mentality of they still have the players, the main core of the players that they used to have, especially in midfield. And the Zima scoring goals. The guy that you had in Brick Academy a few years ago, he's scoring goals, being
allegedly.
Clutch. Yeah, you had him. Okay, don't let Gatler come in here and get the receipts. So over 2 legs, I feel like the first leg. Where is it? Home away? Who's home?
Madrid's home.
Real are never good at home, so I think it will be a 2-2 draw in the first leg, and then Real will finish their business in the second leg.
Okay.
As
Mo,
it stands.
round us off, Mo. Talk to me, man. Mo.
This is another crazy one. Like I'm gonna say this every time. I can't believe how amazing this draw is, man.
Classic.
Yeah. Look, it's Benzema versus Kabak. This is the only, like, whenever I hear Liverpool, Real Madrid, that's the only image that comes to my head. I'm sorry, no offense, Kabak. I have nothing personal against you. I wish you the best, but no
If he
chance.
puts up in it, are you guys gonna apologize? If Kabak pocket Benzema, will you guys apologize?
I will.
Jamal, I'll be the first. Jamal, I'll be the first. If he does it, I will be the first. And if he does it, put it. No, Jamal, I'll do you one better. If Kabak pockets Benzema, I'm making Benzema Class C. More continue.
Okay, anyways. Yeah, with all due respect, Kabak and Phillips are Champions League rookies, right? And Benzema is a seasoned vet. And Vinicius has a couple years experience in the Champions League too. And Asensio, and Vasquez, and Rodrigo. You know, all of Real Madrid's offensive weapons have experience. Okay, if we try to compare the teams directly, Courtois, Alisson, Courtois is better. Real Madrid's midfield versus Liverpool's midfield, Real Madrid's midfield is better. If I want to look at attacks, Real Madrid's attack versus Liverpool's defense, Real Madrid's attack is better. If I want to look at Real Madrid's defense versus Liverpool's attack, this one's kind of even. So, like, even though Salah and Mane, even though they haven't been on it this season, they can be dangerous, but you still have to go past Ramos and Varane. Whereas Real Madrid have to go through a pretty shaky defense. That's why I honestly don't see how Liverpool can win this tie. The only way they win it is if Varane does something like he did versus Man City last season, the second leg. Otherwise, I'm sorry, I don't, because like people keep saying Mane is bound to come through the season. What makes you think that he's going to come through in arguably the toughest game of the season? If he can't do it versus Fulham, he can't do it versus Real Madrid.
But you know, see, football is a crazy sport, man. Like, I've seen things where people are like, blah, blah, and out of nowhere, boom, because like, if ever there was a game for Mane to show up, it's this game. So it could be a case where he's been trashed all through the season so bad. Real Madrid quarterfinal. What more do you need to get motivated?
I understand your perspective, but the way I look at it is he's not even showing signs. Like if you were showing signs of the real Mane, I'd say okay, he might turn up versus Real Madrid. But when he's been showing zero signs of the Mane that we all know and love, I just don't see him coming because you know that the Real Madrid defenders are going to be motivated and up for it. And based on what I'm reading, Carvajal will be fit Carvajal obviously is the one who's going to be defending Mane more than anyone.
What about Salah though? Salah's motivated, man. Salah will be motivated.
He will be. But like I said, you still have to go through Mendy and Ramos on that side. So I just don't know if that'll be enough. And Jota and Firmino, I don't have faith in either of them, to be honest. I mean, Jota has been decent, but it's levels to it. I think.
So who are you giving the edge to then?
I'm giving the edge to Real Madrid. Look, all I'm saying is, out of all 8 teams, Real Madrid have the most straightforward path to the final. Because I think they're better than Liverpool right now and can win. And then you have to face Chelsea or Porto. Real Madrid are the favorite for that. So they have the most straightforward path for the final. And I just want to note something. Everyone is saying, like, why do we have 2 games in the same day? Which I agree with. I mean, I want to watch all those games. But if you think about it, since they only play on Tuesday and Wednesday, if they had each game on a separate day, the quarterfinals would take a whole month. Do you really want to wait a month before the semis? That's too much.
COVID also, they're trying to reduce
I don't
time.
condemn what Mo is saying. Like, we are not favorites for that time. I don't know what Mo been smoking. I don't condemn what this guy is saying. Real Madrid are not favorites.
You are favorites.
Hey, bro, I'm not even a Real Madrid fan.
Yes,
okay?
you are, Mo. Yes, you are, Mo. We all know that you're a Real Madrid fan.
Wait, hold on.
Based on what?
Wait. Mo, I think you might need to come back in, or maybe like reset the thing, because your voice is sounding a bit iffy. So your connection is a bit classy. So we need to come back in and everything, because it's a bit crackly. But
jump back in.
Okay, so let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. All right, guys. Natsa, is your mic working there, Natsa? What the? Natsa, is your mic working?
I think you got the answer, HH. My mic is not working.
So Natsa, it's a simple question. What's the going rate? Because like last I checked, I think they said like it was like a few mil. So is it still in the hundreds of thousands, or do they now ask for a mil or two? Like, what's the going rate now?
You drew Porto, HH, okay?
Natsa, we're talking about Natsa. Can you please be professional? We go topic by topic. Let's be professional. Viewers listen, and we have to be professional here. City, Dortmund. Let's focus on the topic at hand.
Okay.
Natsa, just tell me what's the going rate? That's what I'm asking. The heck?
I was gonna say
HH, last time I checked, Dortmund are CL winners. They have CL pedigree. They've made how many finals? How many finals has City been in? HH, how many finals? So
Dortmund have De Bruyne.
You guys call us Champions League bottlers. You call us Champions League failures. You call us Champions League chokers. And then suddenly, Champions League virgins. You call us everything in the book. But when we come against serial winners,
I blame you for this.
You guys expect us to beat Dortmund? They are serial winners.
Natsa, I'm just okay. Let's just build.
I blame HH for this.
So Natsa, let's just build it. So let's start with this, and I need you to be honest here. Your honest reaction to getting Dortmund. Please be honest. Your honest reaction when you saw that you guys got Dortmund.
Okay, hey, am I gonna be more honest than you when it comes to Porto? Am I gonna be more honest than you when it comes to Porto when you speak on Porto?
Honesty is
because I know what you're gonna do. I know what you're gonna do.
Natsa, my new name is Triple H. Have honesty, hope. That's my new name. Triple
H. Are you fighting wrestling? Are you fighting WWE?
Have honesty, hope. That's my name. So Natsa.
I used to be an objective guy until you started doing reverse psychology on Pep. I used to be an objective guy before you started all that jewelry.
Okay, Natsa, you know what? You have a deal. I will be honest if you be honest. Let's be honest tonight. So please, you start with your honesty, with your honest reaction to the draw.
Hey, can we virtually shake on that?
There you go.
Yeah, I'm shaking. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. To be honest, first of all, I wanted Porto because we beat them already. I wanted Porto. I put the deal through, and I wanted FC Porto because we already beat them once today, this season, and it was gonna be an easy dub in my opinion if you got Porto. But then we got the second one. And then And then we got the second worst team in the draw in the name of FC Dortmund, whatever the name is.
So you're happy, basically. You're basically happy.
I am less worried than getting PSG and FC Bayern. So Haaland is scaring me. Okay, Haaland will.
Yes.
Haaland is scaring me. I can never discount Haaland's ability, because Haaland, he can score from nothing. This guy can score.
But the thing about Haaland though is that, especially with how Pep plays and so forth, aren't you more worried about speed as opposed to like the potency of Haaland? Because Haaland is great finisher, but he's not fast, so he can't beat you on the break.
To be honest, really, do Dortmund really have speed except for Sancho? Like their speed is like they have. Haaland is quite quick.
Royce is pretty quick. Royce is pretty quick.
But does he play on the flank? He plays more in the middle right now. He plays more in the middle, and he's lost pace after all his injuries. Royce has lost a lot of pace, so he's not the same guy. So, and Haaland is fast as well, as Ben said. So if we're not careful, these guys can score against us, and we can score against Dortmund. Let's be honest, we have the tools to score against Dortmund, and we have the defense to stop Dortmund from scoring. Although Haaland is still a danger, and we have to always be careful. No matter who you are, you have to be careful of Haaland. So I'm expecting us to go through, but that does not mean anything, because we already know Pep has bottled how many CL quarterfinals, and we have not gone past the quarterfinals. And this is a fact.
But does the improved defense give you a bit more assuredness?
100%, 100%, 2000%. Even Laporte is being money this past few days as well, past few weeks. So, in my opinion, we don't go with Laporte Diaz. We go with Stones and Diaz. Stones and Diaz is our best lineup, and then we have to 100% play with Kyle Walker, because I remember when we played United, we didn't have Kyle Walker there because the pace was getting us, and we had no one to recover, because Stones and Diaz, they're not the fastest in the world, and we play that high line, they're gonna get caught. So in my opinion, if we want to play higher up the pitch, we have to play with Walker, because his recovery pace is absolutely unbelievable.
So and last thing before I come to Eddie, are you happy with going the false nine in this tie, or you need either Aguero or Jesus?
Bro, this is a very sad story, but I think Aguero's time is finished.
Lord, wow.
Nah, I really do think it is, because Pep has been saying, we were trying to keep him fit, and I feel like he's trying to cover up the fact that he's trying to get him out the side and get a new striker. Pep is ruthless. He's done it with Joe Hart. Joe Hart was a cult hero for City, and as soon as he came, he didn't give a shit. He just got Joe Hart out of the way and brought his goalkeeper. So we all know Pep is ruthless, and he doesn't care what sentiment you're coming in with. So I feel like Aguero is going to go out the door, and maybe he might go to Chelsea. I'm hearing. He might go to Chelsea. I'm hearing.
Yeah, I was hearing something like that.
HH, I'm going. I'm going next. I'm going after this.
Would you take Aguero, HH?
Yes.
You got Werner. Relax.
What's the risk? Hassan, mute your mic. Okay, no. Actually, Jamal, I actually said I'd go to Eddie, then I'll go to you, Jamal.
You can go to him. You can go to him first.
Jamal.
Yeah, guys, let's cut the crap. This is gonna be very short. City is getting that E.
100%.
Guys, City. I do not care.
Jamal, stop it, Jamal. Stop.
Guys, let me talk.
That's true, man.
Guys, I don't care if it's Hummels. I don't care if it's Akanji. I don't care if it's Zagadou. That even Emre Can play centre. They are getting Lara Crofted. They are getting levitated. They are getting touched. Right? Haaland and Sancho cannot do anything to help the defense. Haaland might get a goal at the Etihad and maybe at home, but they are getting touched. It's going to be 7-2 on our gate.
You see, like, before I come to Eddie, this is why this is for me the most straightforward side. It's gonna be exciting. This game could be exciting, super exciting.
The most straightforward.
Yes, because for me,
yeah, guys, peace. I'm going.
Peace out, Jamal. Peace. Out, so guys, we have one more open space coming through. One more open space. If somebody wants to join,
get my alter ego in, man.
Oh shush. So my thing is that Dortmund's defense is going to be their outdoing. They'll cause issues, but City are going to. Zagadou? Really? Akanji? The heck? Nah.
But HH, what are we saying if they go out? What are we saying if they go out? What are we going to be saying?
Hey, name me the defenders. Name me the defenders of Lyon that we went out to last year. Name me the defenders.
Natsa.
Deny elsewhere.
No. See, I can't remember. I think it was their captain. Those
Deny.
defenders were better than.
So deny
That's the-
Marcelo. Deny Marcelo better than Zagadou and Hummels.
100%.
HH, you're smoking crack, HH.
Those defenders are trash.
Yeah.
And also, they have a rookie as a manager.
I don't think you've heard the stories of Marcelo and Leon. Did you hear the stories of Marcelo and Leon? Like, they hate Marcelo. They don't even like him.
There's
been a whole riot about
Nata.
If you
The difference is this: it's not about the individual defenders. It's the fact that Leon defended. They packed the they packed the bus. Have you ever watched Bayern? Have you ever watched?
I know. German will come.
teams?
They will come for us. 100%.
German teams, Borussia Dortmund, they don't.
It's
and
easy
that's
pickings.
why it was good they give them Borussia Mönchengladbach, and that's good they're going to give them.
What are we saying if you go out?
Wait, no. We'll do that.
Yeah,
Eddie.
we'll laugh now, but
no, Hassan, I'm not turning up.
Hassan. Eddie, talk to me. Eddie.
I mean, it's pretty much straightforward. If you want my initial reaction to it, I was pissed off because I didn't know what I didn't. You remember this was the first draw, so I didn't know what was coming after. So if you told me Roman had paid UEFA, then I would have been more chilled. But
Eddie, chill.
It's a straightforward time, man. Man City have no excuse, zero excuse to lose to Dortmund. If anything, they should be worried about Sancho, but Sancho alone is not going to carry Dortmund to that CL semi-final. If that happens, Pep needs to be on the scholarship. If Sancho beats Man City,
I'm not even entertaining the notion of it happening. I'm not even entertaining it.
Man City would need a win, bro.
Eddie, I am begging in the name of God. I don't want to talk about Pep. Follow Mbappe. I beg you. I am not talking about Pep. They have to go to. I beg.
Abdullah, mute yourself.
Man, can you please mute your mic? I'm begging. God damn.
I think. Look, all Pep has to do, or what Man City have to do, is keep it simple. As simple as it is, I think if you look at the way Man City have been knocked out the last couple of years, they give too much respect to teams that they're not supposed to. Like your Lyon last year. Lyon had no business beating Man City. And if Pep overthinks it against this season, look, it's curtains, because all you have to do is play the same way you've been playing all season, the same way you've been beating teams all season, and you'll get through. But if you start tinkering with formations, playing players where they're not supposed to be played and all this jazz, then you run into a bit of trouble. So, look, it's a straightforward tie. I was actually going to check who Man City were playing the weekends before, because you can rest players as well.
Eddie, see you in the FA Cup, Eddie. See you in the FA Cup.
Bro.
They play Chelsea, Tottenham, and Borussia Dortmund.
What?
Bro, if no, hate it.
They
If we
play
win
Chelsea FA Cup. They play Chelsea in the FA Cup. They play Dortmund in the UCL, and the next weekend they play Tottenham in the Papa John's Cup.
Papa John's Cup.
Hold on, let me check this thing.
So okay, so while it is doing that, and then let me just hit this dub. So from Shane Schubert, who says Kabak started at centre back in an 8-0 loss this season. Bro,
it's a team sport.
This is why I know it's a team sport, but that's why I was saying to Liverpool fans, are you sure you want Fabinho in midfield?
I dare Kabak to lift that CL, HH. I dare Kabak to lift that CL.
I'm saying fine, Kabak and Phillips, because look, I believe that Schalke is different from Liverpool, and I think that at Liverpool, maybe he has better support and a better surround, and maybe a better manager and a system for him to flourish, so he wouldn't get as badly exposed. Hassan, talk to me. City Dortmund.
How much do they pay HH? Like, how much are they paying?
A lot.
I mean,
a lot.
Last year Lyon, now they get Dortmund. I mean, they're going easy semis. I mean, I can't see Dortmund score 1G. I mean, they're gonna have the
they'll score,
they'll have 90% possession basically, score 1 or 2G, then keep the ball. I mean, bro, I can't see it going any other way. I can't see it. I mean, if this guy goes out, I mean,
he wouldn't dare. He wouldn't dare.
I know what you guys are doing. You guys are sick, HH. You guys
no, bro, not so.
You're making it impossible so that when we play them, and
it is impossible. But it is impossible.
So you can roast me and Pep to the maximum.
No, listen, I will roast Pep anyway if we go that next round. But how do you lose this? How did you lose this? Hummels, Zagadou, Emre Can. I mean,
no, it's like Hassan. It's like you're dealing with clowns in defense. City are going to beat the crap out of these dudes. It'll be fun. Oh, it'll be really fun. They'll beat the crap out of them.
Yeah, this guy's walking to the semis. Then we'll see who he gets then. You know.
All right, Gatlock, talk to me, man. Man City, Dortmund, man. Do Dortmund stand a chance, or should they forfeit?
Dortmund stand a chance.
What?
Yeah, they do. Honestly.
Thank you, Gatlock. Thank you.
I don't. I don't know why. I just don't trust City. I just don't.
With a better
there's just
defense.
something about, and I was one of the first people to talk about their defense. Their defense has improved, but let's be honest, man. Pep is the architect of his own downfall, man. So look, I don't know. They might just change something and boom, just like that, they will lose. So I'm not going to count Dortmund out that easily. Okay. I'm not going to count Dortmund out that easily. So I won't even be surprised if they go through.
Okay, but how though? Because I know that City can self-destruct. I know that they can go crazy, but City have a better defense. And Dortmund's defense is far worse than Lyon's defense last year. Where at Dortmund, they don't know how to play defense. And you can say Lyon, but Lyon still had an experienced coach in Rui Garcia. They've got a guy who knows he's not going to be manager at the end of the season and who is a freaking rookie. Everything is stacked against them.
And
so
that's the
all you
reason
have,
why Dortmund can win. They have nothing to lose, double H. Literally. Like, they're coming here to see if they can win the Champions League. What do they have to lose? Okay, I know they are. Where are they in the Deutsche Pokal, the German Cup? I think because Bayern ain't there yet, so okay, they can actually fight for that.
I think they're in the final or semi-final. I'm not sure.
Yeah, so they can actually fight for that one. But look, to be fair, I know that. Look, for example, take Monaco. I know that was the first season, but that was the high-scoring tie, and then Tottenham as well. Who saw Tottenham going through it, despite their domestic form?
That was high scoring as well.
That was high scoring as well. Exactly. So,
yeah.
And I know Pep, those seasons, he was a brick defensively. This season, he has improved. But that's the thing. This time might not even be high scoring. But look, you can if Haaland is fit, okay, fine. But if they are missing like Haaland, Royce, or Sancho, if they are missing any of those three, then it changes. But as of now, I'm not going to just say City wipe them out. They might win. I think it's going to be now. I think the tie is probably going to be won by a 1-goal aggregate win between one of them.
Nah.
I'm serious. I think it's going to be won by 1 goal. Not like 1-0. I mean like 3-2 on aggregate.
No. That's what I'm saying.
What?
Nah,
man. Nah.
Nah.
No, what did you say?
He said nothing.
Let me go.
I want to hear again.
Okay. So let me come to Ben.
Okay, I know they've self-destructed lots of times, but like Gadok was saying, now there's actually context to most of those games. High scoring Monaco, high scoring Tottenham, Liverpool, they lost fair and square. Last season they were actually capitulating most of the time. Last season was a bad season for them. So yes, I think last season is the only season I can actually say, okay, he actually overthought it. The other seasons he just goes and tries to score. He doesn't think about his defense. So last season he actually tried to think about it and then he overthought it and messed up. I don't think he overthought at least in Man City, I don't think he overthought everything. Or I don't think all the games he's lost, all the quarterfinals he's lost is by overthinking. No. So for this season, really, he doesn't. I don't think there's any excuse. I don't even think he's going to lose it. I think once they score 1-2, they'll pass the ball the way they've been doing it since. That's in case you've not been noticing, that's how they play. They don't go for 5 anymore like they used to do. So I don't think it's going to be 3-2, all that kind of stuff. If Pep scores 1-2, that game is ending 2-0. That game is ending 2-0. And if he goes to the second leg and he scores 1-2, the game is ending 2-0 as well. So that's what I see.
Can I ask you this question, HH? Can I ask the panel this question?
Oh, feel free, man. Feel free.
I want you guys to tell me how many goals we've conceded in the Champions League, like Manchester City, the whole season. One goal. That's the only reason I'm confident against Dortmund, because we've only conceded 1 goal the whole Champions League season. So
That actually tells you something about the way he's playing this
Who
season.
have you faced, though? Who have you faced?
Who has anybody faced? Who has anybody faced? Calm down. Don't say who
No,
has
but like,
faced.
How many did
no,
he lost
but
in the
like,
group stage?
Who
they
has
didn't
anybody
face
faced?
even.
Let's go to each of the teams and talk
Bro,
about who
Chelsea,
they faced.
No, but
Chelsea,
look,
guy,
listen.
dude,
You look
Chelsea
at
faced
you
Wait,
look at
Krasnodar.
Real.
did you say Chelsea?
Chelsea faced Krasnodar, man. Like, so let's
No,
not.
but look,
Hold on.
you look at each team. You look
Let's
at
not
each
ask
team,
City
and
to
they
Wait,
faced
guys,
at
easy, order. So let's come to Mo. Mo, talk to me. City Dortmund.
Yeah, you look at each team, and first of all, in terms of their defense, they like Chelsea. Yeah, they faced Krasnodar, but they had Sevilla, who can't score. Real Madrid had Inter and Atalanta, who can't score. Barca had PSG. PSG had, but every team faced at least a few decent teams. City had Porto, were their best team in their group, who are decent, but we all know that their attack is basically their weakness. They're good at defense. Otherwise, they're not that good at anything.
Well,
And
who
then
has
they
Madrid
faced
faced though?
Mönchengladbach, who were
Who has Madrid faced?
capitulating.
Who has Madrid
What?
faced though? Madrid. Who have they faced?
Well, Atalanta, we all know that Atalanta can score like
Don't
crazy.
give me that.
Yeah,
Don't give me that.
don't go changing up. Don't go changing up because you all predicted Atalanta would win.
No, I
So
said
just
Real
'cause,
Madrid would win.
Yes,
I
you
did
said
not say
Atalanta.
Either
Nancy,
way,
you said Atalanta.
okay, I
You
don't
said
remember.
Madrid would win.
Okay, either way, but we all know that Atalanta can score and Inter can score and Mönchengladbach can score. I'm not trying to like say that Man City's defense is trash, but I'm saying they haven't faced anyone as good as Dortmund's attack, as good as Haaland and Sancho. So just because they've passed a few quizzes doesn't mean that they're gonna pass the midterm. In terms of like this game, this is exactly the type of game where City should win and end up blowing it every season.
Mo, give me a break. This is an easy dub. It's an easy dub.
You keep talking about Dortmund. You keep talking about Dortmund's defense. Monaco had Camille Glick in defense, and City scored 5, and they still got knocked out.
He's world class.
So,
he's world class. He's the best
and then Lyon, like you all now say that Lyon had decent defenders, but before the game you weren't saying that. You were all like everyone, not you guys specifically, but like the entire world were like, Lyon are 7th in league.
No. Them specifically, Mo. Them specifically. That Jinx merchant up there said that, bro, it's Bayern versus City in the semis. I remember Natsa saying, bro, Lyon, easy kick for us. So yeah,
No, look, all I'm saying, I'm predicting City would win because that's a logical prediction. But all I'm saying is what Gatlak said. Dortmund are playing with zero pressure. So they might just go and do something. And if they win, I won't be surprised.
Mo, what's your prediction?
Sancho and Haaland.
What's your prediction?
That's why I said, I told you, I'm saying City, but I wouldn't be surprised if Dortmund do it.
So
you can't go half and half.
City going through City.
No, I'm not going half and half. I'm saying my prediction is City, but Dortmund can win it. Just like I said, PSG is my prediction, but Bayern could still win it.
If we Lara Croft them 5-0, both legs, what are you gonna say? Are you gonna
Nothing.
apologize?
My prediction. No, because I'm predicting City to win. No, because I'm predicting City to win.
You said you would not be surprised.
Yeah, because City in the Champions League have never shown anyone that they can be trusted.
Okay, we'll see. I'm saying Dortmund will beat us as well. So yeah.
Okay, I would like to tell us your thoughts, man.
Oh wait, let me just add one thing. Sorry, 1 second, Abdullah. Why are you guys spreading these filthy rumors that I support Real Madrid? Look, I'm about to graduate. I'm looking for a job in a top like football TV channel. You guys are messing with my life.
I told you.
Stop spreading filthy rumors.
Nothing wrong with
I don't know why I say that, because you've talked shit about every single team in Europe except for Real Madrid. Yeah, but
Mo, who do you support, man? Who do you support, Mo?
Stop messing with my livelihood, man. Come on, leave me alone.
Guys, he's supporting Canopilas. Don't worry, Canopilas.
Right,
he supports Scunthorpe.
I would like to tell us this City Dortmund.
Actually, I've listened to what everybody said, and I've been here just chilling and just listening. And I thank God, NASA, you say, NASA, I quadruple, I triple DA Pep Guardiola to get knocked out.
Did you hear that?
NASA,
Quadruple there.
Gatlock, please. clip me on this. I double dare Pep Guardiola to lose again in the quarterfinal.
Yeah,
Of course,
I
Man City are
like
going
United's
to.
good dribble there.
Yes. If the NASA, if Pep Guardiola get knocked out by Borussia, oh my Lord in heaven, Chai, Chineke. If they get knocked out, Monaco, Tottenham Hotspur, Liverpool.
So
Lyon.
my friend, what's your prediction? Blackie,
Now
what's your
Dortmund.
prediction for the game? What's your prediction?
I watched Man City's group stage. I think I will agree a little bit with what Mo said. They have not been that much tested. I think Dortmund with Sancho, Haaland, Ruiz, and this kind of guys can test Man City defense. But how far can they go? Because Dortmund defense look a little bit suspect. So I still don't trust that Dortmund, but they will concede goals. When you have Sterling, De Bruyne, that's coming at you, they will surely concede goal. Where I want to see Pep Guardiola and this Man City teams be tested. Let me see how good Ruben Dias and Stones are with Haaland, Sancho, all those kind of guys going on them, especially Haaland, because Haaland he has positioning, so he has the ability to score goals.
What
And
if
that
he
depends
gets
on
no
how
service?
he will surely get service. I said
From
this
who?
against Bayern. Bayern beat them 4-2. Haaland gets service. He scored 2 goals against them. So it's because of the defense that let them down. So I'm not saying Man City Man City play the same way Bayern Munich plays, but Haaland will get a chance. He will get a chance. That I'm sure of. He will. And that depends on how Man City wants to keep him quiet this
My
season.
friend, who is winning this game? Who is going through?
I'm giving it to Man City. I'm giving it to Man City to go to. Like I said, I double dare Pep Guardiola to lose in
Marvelous,
quarterfinal.
talk
Yeah,
to me.
that's so sick. After all that, you say City to go through.
Nah, mute your mic. Marvelous, talk to me. Marvelous, talk to me. Marvelous.
Guys,
I think this is the perfect tie for Pep Guardiola to overthink. On paper, it looks as if it should be straightforward, but I think when Pep factors in how offensively gifted Dortmund are, he may start to make some adjustments in his midfield or maybe in his defense. It would be such a Pep Guardiola thing to do for him to just like put De Bruyne at wing back or just like, you know.
Marvelous. He wouldn't dare. Come on, he wouldn't dare. Because I think it comes to a point where like then you're having a laugh. Like you've seen the mistakes you made and so forth. He knows that look, get with the program, play your team. You beat this guy senseless.
Listen, if there's one quote that has been prevalent and held strong throughout this entire footballing campaign, it is that a leopard never changes its spots.
Well,
you know, Pep, he may just be scratching his bald head in the team bus on the way to the first leg, and he may say, "You know what sounds like a really good idea? Gabriel Jesus is center mid." Just something just absurd like that, because he wants to be the one that destroys football. He wants to be the one that goes, listen, I did this and I did this and I still won. Now what? You know, I think for Dortmund, they're just going to have to pray that they can and hope and try to outgun Manchester City. As ridiculous as that sounds, they're going to have to play those passes between Royce and Sancho and put Haaland in behind. And then the game plan should be that he uses his pace, he uses his power. Pace and power.
Yes, I know.
You know, he notches two. If he can get a hat trick, perfect. The more the merrier.
Haaland is not enough. Like it's because this isn't 5-on-5, man. This is,
of course,
11,
Sancho has to step up. You know,
the defense has to step up. The midfield has to step up.
If you notice, I haven't said anything about the Dortmund defense because I don't think they can hold. I don't think they can hold Manchester City, and that's why a lot of their effort has to just go into bombing, blitzing the Manchester City team as often and as many times as they can. Do I think it would be enough? I don't think so. Barring a Pep Guardiola mishap, barring Pep Guardiola overthinking things, this should be straightforward, you know? But if there's one thing that we know, expect the unexpected.
And this is perfect. So from Yas's side, man, thank you for the dub, who says, are you telling me that we've been through COVID to not have a lap stream? what is life without a Lep stream? Lep, don't let us down. This world is depending on you. The Lep streams, I think, are one of the most amazing streams. But you know what, guys? We don't get a Lep stream after the Dortmund game. Now we are waiting to see who he faces in a semi, either Bayern or PSG, because a Lep stream is still happening if he doesn't make a final. But guys, something tells me this.
You are sick.
Something tells me this, that this just might be City's year.
Wait,
No,
favorites.
Can I go?
Sorry.
They want to say something, but Vilton go.
No, Vilton.
I think City gonna win this. I think this is the year they break the quarterfinal curse with Pep. It's just, don't worry, we're still gonna have the Lep stream because Pep is not gonna win the Champions League. We know that. He's gonna listen to this shit. He's gonna beat the crap out of Dortmund. We know that because Sancho's in doubt too. I don't think Sancho's gonna be there. Even if Sancho was there,
he's not playing. We missed the first and second leg. He's out.
Okay, so that's even worse for Dortmund. But yeah, City.
Hold on. He's missing the first and second leg.
Yeah, he's out. He's injured.
Sancho.
He's not even called up for the. Yeah, he's not even called up for the England squad. He's out.
Where was this information when I was making
They got
my
Zad. They got Zad.
prediction?
So that's chilling. They got Zad.
Vilton.
They got Zad.
Obviously, I see why some people have doubt. You gotta have doubt in City because they bought the job in the quarterfinal. But I think this team, Dortmund defense is so trash. Let's be real. Sevilla almost beat them. Like, let's keep it real. Sevilla almost made a comeback. So if Pep somehow bottled this, it'd be entertaining for me and HS because I don't hate Pep. I just don't like the Pep fanboys when they say he's the greatest of all time. When he clearly needs Messi to win the Champions League. But that's a different argument for some other day. But it's just, don't worry, we're gonna have the Pep stream because, bro, we all know he's not gonna win the CL, bro. We know he's gonna pimp slap Dortmund and he's gonna lose in the semis, bro.
Vilton, what if
if he does, it's just, I'm finished, bro. I'm not coming on your stream no more, bro. I'm done, bro. The amount of stuff I said on Twitter about this guy, bro.
Vilton, let me say it right now, Vilton. If this man wins the quadruple, do you know that man that you see on the right of your screen with like a guy wearing blue and white stripes? That man is banned. That man will be banned indefinitely.
Because let's be real, bro. The Pep stream are the most entertaining thing in this channel, bro.
That's the one thing I pray for each year.
Like we just gotta have it, bro. Especially last season against Lyon, bro. This guy H right here didn't even have a shirt on doing the live stream. That's not insane. That stream was.
Can it really be?
More. Talk to me more.
I just want to ask: can it be really considered a lap if he loses to Bayern or PSG?
It is, bro. He spent billions of dollars. He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT. He's favorite. He's the GOAT. They tell me he's the GOAT.
He destroyed football. He destroyed football.
To put it this way, you see, the whole Lep thing, to be technical, because Mo has made great to see. Lep is, how did you lose that? That truly is Lep. So if, let's say, he loses in a professional manner to Man City and Bayern, I'll just clown him in saying that you flopped. So basically, I'll still clown it that, look, hey, you destroyed football, you still can't make it to a final. I can't basically. The live stream only exists if he gets knocked out by Dortmund. So this is the only chance we get a live stream.
But City are clear.
We're putting all our eggs in one basket.
City gonna absolutely demolish Dortmund now. So don't worry, you guys got this, bro. No left stream this year. You guys got this.
Let me respond to Vilton before Nasago. See, Man City are favorite. I will say it again. Manchester City are favorite. But NASA, you are a City fans. I will say it again. If Pep Guardiola get knocked out of the quarterfinal by Borussia Dortmund, don't come to this hangout anymore, please.
Oh yeah, wait, it's
you will hate me for life. You will.
Remember last season when Latza was saying Laporte is as good as Varane? This guy doesn't even make the starting 11 for City no more. He's still bro.
Natsa is a very tricky man. I told you, don't like. He's a trickster. So don't listen to the stuff. The guy's a trickster. I know this.
HH. Laporte not being in a French squad is still better than Varane at his best. Let's just be real here.
All right, guys.
The easiest tie left. That's fine.
Why do we leave this to last? It's the easiest one.
Natsa, can you hush? My god damn, man. So guys, let me tell you my three emotions. Because I think if you're a football member, I put out a video where I called the UEFA president. And guys, let me start by saying this: do you take me for a fool? That's
Yes.
that's a question. No, it's a rhetorical question. You're not supposed to answer. So, to the live chat and so forth, do you take me for a fool? I messed up. I missed the call on Bayern. Can you mute your mics, please? I'll start again. I missed the mark on Bayern, and I suffered for it in a very big way. It was very cold night for me and fall
Gatlock,
forward.
play the clip, please. Play the clip.
Gatlock, don't you know?
What if Pulisic fully fit though? No, fully fit Pulisic.
So my thing here is
I want
that
to.
because you see, Eddie sends me some shocking DMs when FC Porto was drawn, and I didn't read them, and I went back to Eddie. Shish. Chelsea are walking into the biggest trap that they've ever walked to. Because, see, guys, next time we talk about life, never judge a book by its cover, never view things on face value. This is a trap. And which is why I am worried about this tie. Because it can't be that easy. It can't be that straightforward. Why did Chelsea get to FC Porto? See, now I'm asking the real questions. Why did Chelsea draw FC Porto? Why?
Because he paid UEFA.
No. But that's also, why give Chelsea FC Porto? Because I know something's going to go down. So, guys, I'm saying right now, I have a very sneaky feeling FC Porto going to knock out Chelsea. And I feel that this is a setup by UEFA. Eddie, please, kick us off.
The reverse psychology merchant.
No, it's not. It's not. I swear it's not. It's not. It's not.
Nah.
It's not.
Look, yeah. This is the tie I wanted. I know on the complicated Chelsea show, I said Real Madrid. But that was reverse psychology, man. I was trying to get the easy.
Eddie, man, you're playing with fire, man. You're playing with fire.
Look, no. I agree with you. Porto are favorites for this tie. Have you seen what the coach said? He said we're going to knock out Chelsea.
Yeah.
Porto are favorites.
I was confident, yeah.
Man's got big balls now. So, hey, look.
Even the president said the same thing too, that they're knocking out Chelsea the way they treated Juventus.
Hey,
that makes me laugh.
Bring it, man. But if you flip the numbers of 2021, you get 2012, right? In 2012, Hazard was in 2012, Drogba was 34, Giroud's 34 this year. In 2012, played the Portuguese opponent in the quarterfinal, Benfica. This year, we got FC Porto.
So what are you trying to say?
Hey,
let's Eddie
mute your
land,
mic. Let me finish. Let me land. In the semi-finals, we played who? We played Barcelona. Real Madrid is available. In the final, we played Bayern. You can have Bayern or Dortmund. So look. And you know what happened after? A certain EH, Eden Hazard, was available in the summer. This year, we've got EH, Erling Haaland, available. Guys, this might be...
Guy, it's not me, guys. No be me. I beg, no be me.
It's written in the stars, people. But as far as this tie goes, let's not get beyond this tie. Look, I did not suffer all these years, to get out of the round of 16. Chelsea haven't made it to this point in 6 years. I did not suffer when we drew Atletico to come and lose to FC Porto. No way.
But but Eddie, wouldn't that just be what would happen? You do all that hard work to knock out Atletico Madrid, and FC Porto somehow knock you out. So Eddie, you are honestly not worried or suspicious of this tie?
I'm not. It's a straightforward tie. Like this should be a foregone conclusion. Look, man. Look, Tuchel for one doesn't underestimate any team. That's something we have to know. And also, this Chelsea team are hard to break down. Yes, they just played Juventus, man. Juventus were a mess. Like Juventus had a had an apprenticeship, like Abdullahi will say. They had an apprenticeship manager.
And they just lost to
on the bench.
Benevento to today. So
Exactly. So, look, it's a different Chelsea team. This Chelsea team will be hard to play. This Chelsea team will be hard to break down. They are not going to counter this Chelsea team. Jesus, they made Sanusi look like freaking. They made Sanusi look like Alaba on the left wing back or whatever his name is. So, Porto don't have that much of. They have some, and I want to see how many players they have suspended because I know they had. A bunch of yellow cards against Juventus.
They have two
and
players.
some players.
Their striker, Mehdi something. I don't even
Taremi
the guy who got the guy
and
who scored the free kick.
Oliveira too is out.
Is Oliveira suspended?
Yeah, he's suspended. He got a yellow card suspension.
Yeah.
Lubrication. Forget it. Lubrication. Chelsea are lubricating these guys, bro. Like if I thought Oliveira was playing because he's their only attacking threat.
Eddie, as far as going forward, yes, he's not the only attacking threat. Just the one you know, bro.
Look, I know. No. Hold on.
They still have Marega.
I know
they have
Marega. They have Jesus Corona. They have other players in there. But
Corona is going to infect you more,
bro. Nah. They have players, but what I'm saying is everything is centered around Oliveira and how the play is centered around him. If he's not there,
But do you watch the league? Or you just watch
No, I don't watch the Portuguese league. I only watch the Champions League games. And I also
Ben, mute your mic.
Why the hell would I watch a freaking 10
Then why would you make allegations?
Let me just meet them.
Benjamin, shut up.
Continue.
But
It mute your mic, bro. It mute your mic.
But look at it. Chelsea have no excuse not to beat FC Porto. This should be a foregone conclusion after the first leg. If Chelsea do not beat Porto, bruv, it's gonna be long for whoever plays. Especially if that guy plays. I'm just gonna say that guy for now. You know who I'm talking about. If that guy plays, and we can't break down Porto.
Okay. Wait. Let me come. So Abdullahi, your thoughts on this FC Porto?
Go to my Velos. Come to me last.
Abdullahi, I'm coming to you now. So talk. If you don't talk, I'll throw you out. Talk now.
Actually, while Abdullah is getting his thoughts together,
play, please play it.
What I just said.
Oh, what's this guy's?
I just said I don't want Athletic. I don't want them. Okay, I want Porto. Gatlock, clip it.
That's a lie, man. This is not real, man. Wait, what video is this?
I want Portugal.
Gatlock, wait, are you like? How do you get these receipts, man? Because I don't even know when I even said that.
That was the draw for the round of 16.
Precisely.
Oh.
You wanted them, didn't you? You wanted Porto. You wanted Porto, bro.
No.
You wanted Porto. You wanted
I wanted Dortmund.
Psychology rubbish. You wanted Porto.
Abdullahi, talk to me. FC Porto.
I've seen some Twitter. They've been getting all over the world about getting FC Porto. When the draw came out, I was happy. Then I kind of lay back a little bit and chill. And I also listened to your post-match reaction and I laugh. What makes me laugh is last year you said you won Bayern and we get circumcised at Allianz Arena. So I can understand why everybody's getting hype. Eddie is happy and this. I'm on the edge. And I think what we need to give credit to is Roma because Roma literally called the UEFA president and told them, hey, don't give me hypertension. I'm from Roma, Romania and Russia. I have money. Just give me an easy dub. I want to win the Champions League again. So we need to. Roma needs to be appreciated more by neglecting Bayern Munich, PSG, and Manchester City. Even if we go to the semi-final, we're not gonna meet none of them. So we make it a dedication has to be given to Roma because it can. That's exactly what they wanted as a owner. So we have to give a Roma a song like saying Roma, oh, Roma.
Bro.
So are Chelsea beating Porto? Yes or no?
For me, I'm humbled. Why I'm humbled is because I know Chelsea. This Chelsea team I support, we're not clinical enough to beat teams. Yes, we're difficult to break down, but we aren't that clinical enough to beat teams. So that's why I'm on the edge, because I'm humble. I'm like, hey, I know I've watched Porto from the beginning when they were in Manchester City group stage. That team looked dangerous. You can't just get that team off. But as a fans, I am confident we'll go through. As a fans, I'm confident. But my problem is for us to even beat them, we're not clinical enough. That get me worried. But as a fans, we'll go through because I'm confident. We don't have a manager who's like a rookie 2 years apprenticeship who doesn't even know what he's doing. We have a manager now who kind of understand football, knows what he's doing. So for me as a fans, I am confident we'll go through. But the way people are kind of confident in Twitter, I'm not that at the moment. I'm just in the middle.
Marvelous, talk to me.
HH, you know where I love you? I love you because you always hit the nail on the head.
Thank you.
You say the things that no one else has the balls to say.
Thank you.
It is very convenient that UEFA, after trying to sabotage us in the round of 16 with Atletico Madrid, it is very convenient that they give us what on paper appears to be an easy draw.
Thank you.
I would love to know what is being said behind the scenes, because if you paid attention to the body language of Alan Trop and that other guy, when Chelsea pulled out the Porto draw, things were looking spooky. If anyone has ever heard the X-Files theme song, that's the sound that went off in my head.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to know who the referees are. I would love to know their nationalities. I would love to know the hotels that both teams are staying at.
Also, wait, Marvelous, let me also add as well. Wouldn't they love the fairy tale story of FC Porto? And we know that people hate Chelsea. So wouldn't they want the fairy tale story of FC Porto? This is the amazing story that everybody can just
the Cinderella story.
Marvelous, thank you, Marvelous. I am very worried about what's going to happen. I want the name of the referees. I want the name of who is in VAR. I want the name of all the fourth officials, and I will be doing my personal background checks on these people for both legs. Continue.
And we need to know which buildings they frequented prior to the game, because if they've been going in and out of the UEFA building, coming out with brown paper bags, things are very, very sketchy.
And we know what happened in the
Isn't the UEFA building all the way in Neon?
No, it's not. There are several. I know what happened in the online, but please continue.
Trust me, I was working backstage during the quarterfinal draw. There's a reason why I have this audio avatar that I have right now. I was sanctioned. If Chelsea want to get past Porto, we need to be clinical, because their dubious decisions are going to be made. We may not get awarded penalties that we deserve. We may not get awarded handballs that we deserve. So when Werner is able to use his speed, when Oli has that header, the ball has to go into the back of the net. I was reading through the live chat and someone said it perfectly. If Porto are easy, we need to respect them, because if we underestimate them, if we treat them with disregard, we will suffer the consequences.
Mm-hmm.
We're in a good position. We cannot drop it. We cannot make a mockery out of ourselves. We have to go and bring the Big Ears trophy back to where it truly belongs.
So what are you saying? Are you saying Chelsea go through or they get cheated?
I'm saying we have to be careful. I'm saying we have to be prayerful.
Okay. I say we get cheated, but that's fair.
Listen, when you build a chapel, when you build a church, the devil builds a chapel, if you know what I'm saying.
Wow.
I do.
Wait, Natsa.
Stop, man.
Now, Natsa, what do you want to say? Just what kind of cunning thing do you want to say? What's now? What?
Hey, if you guys are wondering what mistake HH made in the past about drawing a Champions League team, you already know who it was. Bayern Munich, where they got Lara Crofted in the Champions League round of 16. Everybody knows what we're talking about right now. And I'm going to play this thing.
Just give me that Sammy's minimum. I want to buy very wounded animal.
This is an eternal disgrace.
It's alive. This mama's alive. Trust me, when we get my name Jim, we're
Gabriel Roberts in January. My Gabriel was signing. So once you now re-up in January, man, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it on. We're gonna get it on.
Then you got lubrication at the crib.
Good, I'm happy. Sam's been on the ride. Sam's been walking on ride, Sam on.
So, HH, after listening to that,
What a disgrace.
is it to say that you have been a wounded animal?
That's how we can't hear you. You sound like a freaking church mouse, which is good because I actually don't want to hear what he has to say.
It's late in the night, HH. It's late in the night. Okay, HH. Allow me. So, HH, you got Porto right now, okay, HH. You got Porto. You got what you wished for. So, if you get knocked out, okay, the way that you've been preaching about City getting knocked out by Dortmund, you'll make a live stream, HH.
We have to have a stream for HH.
If you get knocked out, you're gonna make me host the Hangout.
Yeah.
I don't care how long it is. 4
Yeah,
hours, 5 hours.
yeah.
I host the Hangout, HH, and I interview you, Abdullahi, and especially Eddie for saying what he said. You make me interview guys.
Wait,
and
what
you
did I
tell me
say?
what happened.
What did I say?
Eddie, you know what
you said a lot. Eddie, you said a lot.
You
You said a lot. You said a lot.
You know what you've said, okay, Eddie.
Eddie, you've said
You
a
never
lot.
know. You might get
What?
knocked out by a last minute
That
scream.
Porto are bums. Clip that.
Oh.
Porto are bums.
You see, no. You see, okay.
Sick man.
Now, okay, so you see, now, so let me say this right now. I am scared and I'm worried. I'm extra scared because Eddie is messing up the process. I'm not going to call it what it is, but it's called the process. So I will speak to Eddie in private after this and try and make sure that he gets on board with the program. So I won't speak to him.
You know how everybody says
reverse psychology bullshit, man.
So
you know how everybody says cross and inshallah. Inshallah, you get beaten by Porto.
No, okay. But my thing is,
I'm praying.
Nasser, I'll tell you this right now. If Chelsea get knocked out by FC Porto, I don't know how I'll be able to emotionally react to that.
Yeah, you'll be emotionally react to me doing the Hangout. You don't have to be in the Hangout, HH. I can make.
We're gonna pop those bottles. No, he will be here.
We're gonna pop those bottles.
We're gonna
play every clip you've said in the past about every single team, and we're gonna celebrate, HH.
So what are you saying? Chelsea, FC Porto, who goes through?
Chelsea, easy dub, bro.
Oh,
Easy
shut
dub.
up, man.
Easy. It's easy.
Hassan.
Chelsea must have prayed to every god out there to get Porto. I mean, how do you get Porto? Really? I mean, you're basically in the semi now, so it's literally Liverpool, Madrid,
wait, Hassan, says who? FC Porto have a Champions League.
That don't mean crap. When's the last time they won it? 2004. I mean, bro, you're in the semi. You're 2 feet on the semi waiting for you. You're just waiting for us now. So Chelsea, man, versus Liverpool. So that's all it can be. You're already through, man. You can't go out to Pepe 40-year-old, man.
Before I come over to Vilton, yes, aside, thank you for the dub. He says that there were actual CFC fans that wanted Roman out. People like Rory Jennings and Clowns, they are scum. So those guys are just losers. They don't exist. Vilton, talk to me. Honest appraisal, Chelsea FC Porto.
First of all, I watched your live reaction, Joe, on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
You need to control your guy forward. He said Real Madrid are bums. This guy was saying
Shocking.
Toni Kroos is a bum. Like, Toni Kroos is better than any Chelsea midfielder that ever existed.
Thank you, Vilton. Thank you.
Like, I don't know what Four was saying.
I'm in trouble. I'm not gonna say a word.
Like, I just wanted to clear that up. I don't know what Ford was smoking. I get it. He was hyped because I finally made it to the quarterfinal in like after 7 years. So I get it. He was hyped. But relax. But as for this tie, Eddie, you need to respect Porto. They have more Champions League than you guys. Don't call a team a bum when they got more CL pedigree than you guys. So relax, bro. Obviously, Chelsea are heavily favorites because let's be real. As much as Porto got Champions League pedigree, yes, they won 2, but that was back in 2004. They don't have Mourinho no more. It's Porto, for crying out loud. I don't think any of us. I'm speaking for myself. I don't think any of us watch the Portuguese league on a daily basis. Maybe you guys do once in a while, but I don't think anybody here watches the Portuguese league. So those games are very tricky, but I expect Chelsea to edge Porto because Oliveira is not going to be in the first leg, and he's Porto top scorer. So especially under.
Don't you think there's something suspicious about the draw?
No, because
it can't be that straightforward.
See,
I think there is.
If it was your ex-manager Frank Lampard who was in charge, I would have said
Yeah, I wouldn't even get past Atletico. So what am I saying? But but two, because you guys been so solid defensively under Tuchel. This is what I'm trying to tell United fan about Oli. Because I remember last season, Christensen and Rudiger, these guys were a walking mistake. Because Thiago Silva's out, he's your best defender, and you guys still haven't conceded goals yet. So that's coaching. Because as long as you have a good manager, you should be solid. Because I believe you guys only conceded 2 goals, right? Under Tuchel in like 14
Yeah,
games.
2 goals.
And you guys have played Liverpool, Atletico. Well, to be fair, Atletico attacking version.
United. We played United also.
You guys play United. So, yeah. So, you guys have a very good defense. So, it's just going to rely on how many goals you have to score. I just hope if Timo Werner's on it, which he hasn't been all season, maybe this is the turnaround game. Because let's be real, he's a pace merchant after all, but he may be toothless in goals. He may be toothless in goals, but he knows how to give assists. And Ziyech scores today. Maybe he might, but it is the international breaks coming up, so I don't know. So I expect Chelsea to edge it out because let's be real, guys.
Is
Chelsea's
there
gonna
any
win
way
this.
that you see FC Porto knocking out Chelsea? Can you form an argument for Porto knocking out Chelsea?
It's really hard to make an argument for FC Porto because you went against a Juve team that are not gonna win Serie. They're very, very bad. So I'm not disrespecting Porto. I just don't see how Porto gonna break down this Chelsea defense because you guys are so good defensively right now. Unless by some miracle Chelsea unless by some miracle this game Chelsea defense finally started being bricks. I just don't see how this Porto team attack another, especially with Oliveira not playing their best attacker. I just don't see how they're gonna unless Porto go to the first leg and just say who's home by the way for the first leg. Is Chelsea home?
It's Porto.
Chelsea.
Unless Porto's like, okay, guys, let's try to get a 0-0 draw. Oliveira is going to be back in the second leg. So I just don't see how Porto wins it. But if they do, I'm really not going to be surprised because the Champions League has that factor where an expected team just wins. Like, nobody expected Porto to be. Even me, I'll admit, I thought Juve were going to knock them out. I thought Cristiano would have got a hat-trick and knocked them out. So Chelsea are favorites that game. I know you're just using your reverse psychology merchant.
I'm not.
Have shame, but I think Chelsea's gonna win this game. I really do.
Mr. Mo, talk to me.
HH, deep inside, you're the only one who knows if you are using reverse psychology or not. We don't know. You may say I'm not all you want. We can't believe it for sure. But I've already tried to explain it to you, HH.
More.
If deep inside your intention...
He's a crazy fellow, so we know how it goes.
Wait, I'm sorry, let's say man talk.
If deep inside your intention is reverse psychology, it's not going to work. For reverse psychology or for the jinx to work, you have to be genuine. And you're not genuine right now, and you know it. Anyways, let me talk about the game. This is gonna be
Mo. You can't read my mind, but continue.
No, that's what I'm telling you. You're the only one who deep inside knows what you're thinking. But anyways, about the game. Look, I thought Chelsea versus Atletico was pretty boring. This is gonna be even more boring because Porto's strength is their defense. Chelsea's weakness is their attack. Chelsea's strength is their defense. Porto's weakness is their attack. So you got two teams who prefer to defend and who don't really have it figured out going forward. It's going to be a very close game, I think. Whoever wins it, it's going to be a very narrow victory. Like imagine something like 1-0 over 2 legs or something like that. Yeah. I will say this. Porto defended pretty well versus Juve, but Juve had chances and missed, especially in the second leg. They had chances. They just couldn't put them away. So I think it's going to come down to if Chelsea is clinical or not. Giroud has to start. Prior to the second leg versus Atletico, I told you Werner should start because of the pace he has in behind when Atletico press. This is not a game for pace because Porto are going to sit back. You're not going to be playing on the counter. You're going to be dominating. So you need a big body up front who can deal with crosses or who can, kind of hold the ball up with his back to goal and then lay it off to someone. This is why Giroud has to start, in my opinion. You could start Werner on the left wing, but I think, you need more technical players. That's why I'd start a trio of Havertz, Ziyech, and then Giroud up front. Um, I'm gonna say Chelsea edge it, but I truly think this could go either way because you never know with those teams. Like they can always trick you. Yeah.
No, because
I'm gonna say Chelsea edge it.
My thing is that I still think that Chelsea have done well, been beaten, but Chelsea not this all-conquering force that I'm like, yeah, man, for sure. And I think that Juventus were trash. I get it. Juve were complete gutter trash, but you never want to face a team that's really hard. See, people say Dortmund have nothing to lose. Porto have nothing to lose because let's keep it real with Dortmund. They're struggling to make top 4, So it would be in their best interest to actually win this freaking Champions League somehow, even if it's unlikely. It would be their best interest. I think Porto are still fine for qualifying for the next Champions League. So for them, they're like, wow, nobody even believed that we will be here. So they're literally playing with house money. And that is a dangerous team to face. And what are Chelsea now going to do in a game where under Tuchel you are now expected to win and you're the favourites? Because Atletico Madrid, people thought, oh, Atleti are the favourites because two-time Champions League finalists, blah, 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 blah. So you need to keep your feet on the ground. Ben, talk to me, man.
And
okay. Bon.
I just wanted to add, I think the key for Porto, I know everyone is high on Oliveira right now, but I think the key will be Jesus Corona. Because like you said, HH, I was watching your live reaction to the draw. To beat this Chelsea, I think it was Ben when you said to beat the Chelsea defense, you don't pass it around. You need a guy who can dribble and just run at the defense. And I think Jesus Corona offers you that more than anyone else in the Porto team. So I think he's going to be key. You want him running at that defense down the right side or the left side or wherever he plays. You need him to be like confident and just try to dribble and then create for Marega, Oliveira, and Mehdi and the second leg.
And so before I come to Ben, I just think it is also interesting what Conceição said. And in a way, he is right. If you're FC Porto, you wanted Dortmund. And I believe that if Porto got Dortmund, they beat Dortmund, I believe.
Actually, I think if you're Porto, you want Chelsea, man.
Can I respond to?
Because their weakness plays to your strength. Chelsea's weakness plays to your strength.
But my thing is that why I say for Porto would want Dortmund is that's a bad matchup for Dortmund. Because Porto, with the way they play and everything, they'll be able to easily pick them off on the counter. And I think that Porto would actually offer more bite and attack than Sevilla did. So Dortmund will just play well into FC Porto, sit back, and will then hit you in transition. So the next best thing had to be Chelsea. It's got to be Chelsea, because apart from that, Porto don't want anyone else. Because everyone else is Real, Liverpool, Bayern, PSG. So for Porto, they're like, this is the next best thing. And you're going into a team who've changed their managers, changed the direction and so forth. Bro, it's anyone's game, baby. Ben, talk to me. Ben, are you there? Ben, are you there? Okay, the guy's not there. Gatlock, talk to me, man.
Okay. Yeah, my internet has been bugging off. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, cool. Yeah. This tie is a tricky one. But let's be honest, Chelsea are favorites, heavy favorites. I mean, they're third favorites to win the Champions League. And Porto are last. So, by the book, Chelsea really should clean this out. Especially with Oliveira missing and the other dude that got a red card probably missing as well. Because Chelsea fans, let's be honest, once you got this draw, you're over the moon, man. All of you were happy. Like HH was trying to be cool, but let's be honest, he was happy.
I wasn't happy. Relax. You're not my brain. You're not my brain.
That look, I'm on the edge for that. I'm not that. I'm not like some fans.
Don't lie. Abdullahi.
I was happy, but I was like, okay, cool. I know the Chelsea. That look, we don't score much. We are not clinical enough to tell me we're gonna dismantle Porto. I know this Chelsea team very well, but I am confident as a fan of going to
10 clean sheets.
FC Porto now.
Wait for it.
Wow.
Yeah, that's me. That's how happy I am as a fan. I'm not head. I'm not the head.
Abdullah, you know you're gonna dismantle. That's why I
Guys, we're winning this cup. Chelsea, Porto. It's over.
Hold on. Oh shit. It's over. We're now quarterfinal 3. So that's
They're doing the semi-final.
Yeah, so that's a very confident person there, man. So,
but Gatlock, you know why one should be worried because I mean, Gatlock, you just want something tricky is gonna go down. Something tricky is gonna go down. You just know it.
You guys are depending on the ifs, buts, and maybes of this tie. That's all. But on paper, Chelsea are favorites. Okay. You saw the odds. Chelsea are third favorites, right behind.
Forget
Bayern
that nonsense, Joe. I don't read that nonsense, man.
Well, that's what the general consensus believe is going to happen. Either they are right or wrong. City are favorites, Bayern second, and you guys are third, ahead of Liverpool and Real Madrid, which actually makes you the favorite on the right hand side. So basically, you guys are supposed to be entering the Champions League final. In the route you are, based on the odds. And based on Tuchel, homeboy is not there. You easily passed through the team that is top of the La Liga. Okay, you beat the mighty Krasnodar, who you said I should respect. You smashed Sevilla 4-0 in their own home, even with Frank homeboy there, Olivier Giroud with a quadruple. I mean, come on, you're on form. You only considered 2 goals, and that was in the FA Cup and an own goal by Rudiger, if I'm not mistaken. So you guys are on form, and yeah, you might not be scoring as much as you would like to because them Yet and the rest are not. But like you said, Double H, the Yet is here for the Champions League.
That's why it was brought here, bro. That's why it was brought here.
Exactly, why it was brought here. Werner, Champions League is his thing as well. He scored against Tottenham last year. So and you said it yourself, if Werner was playing for that Leipzig team, there'll be a lot tougher to beat. Well, now he's in your team. Oga Abraham is coming back. Oga Mount will be back too. So you have all these players out there, man. And look, Porto are missing many players. Okay, Oliveira, who was the man of the match, was the star dude for that second leg. I believe they say he's suspended. One of their strikers is missing. So literally, and I don't even think Porto are even on top of the table. I think it's Benfica that is top of the Portuguese table, if I'm not mistaken. So
I think it's Lisbon. I think it's Sporting Lisbon.
Sporting. Yeah. So looking at all that, Chelsea are heavy favorites. I mean, Porto are like 33-1 to win this Champions League. So they really should not have any business beating Chelsea over 2 legs, 180 minutes. Come on, man. Especially when I think the second leg is going to even be mainly in Stamford Bridge. I don't know if Porto are playing in Portugal, but I'm pretty sure second leg is in Stamford Bridge. You guys should clean this house, man. Look, I know these ties tend to have tricky issues, but on paper, you should be. This is literally the kind of Pep versus Lyon situation where Pep should really rinse Lyon, and City should rinse Lyon. Heavy favorites, same as Chelsea. You guys should rinse these guys. You guys are heavy favorites.
All right.
Simple and short.
Mr. Samuel Ergando, welcome, man. Chelsea, Porto, what are you saying?
Yeah, man. I'm like, to be honest, Chelsea are playing like a very cohesive style of football. So we're not playing as individuals. So like, realistically, with the manager we have to win this tie. It is absolutely crucial we win this tie. So I mean, Porto, we're playing Juve. Juve are coached by that brick called Pirlo. So he only just got his certificate. No, he only just got his certification. Like,
I know,
there was
but
no
he's
structure.
still a legend. He's still a legend as a player.
He's still a legend as a player. Like Lampard, like he just was not ready to take this Juve job, and he's taken it. And Juve just played like bricks, no structure, no philosophy, no fluidity, no cohesiveness. So realistically, like, I don't think we can start like putting Porto on a pedestal just because of that performance. Don't get me wrong. I respect Porto for that performance, but all in all, Chelsea have to win this tie. And I think it's coming home. Bro. It's coming home.
Hold your horses there. So you have no fear of FC Porto at all?
No. And really, like, if we were relying on individuals, let's say if like Havertz was the individual we were relying on, and we had a bad defense and whatsoever, then I would be scared of Porto because they're playing a very cohesive style of football as well. But as like right now, Chelsea, the structure we have, the tactical genius we have in the dugout, Chelsea, like, it's not a thing about the individual. Anyone can get an injury. Anyone can, like, someone can have a bad performance. But realistically, Chelsea are a team, and a team can do a lot of things. So your psychological facade aside, we're winning.
Samuel. It's German Zidane, bro.
Wait,
Wait,
relax,
H. What does?
Havertz
Why
is
do
a
you
German
use the?
Zidane. Yeah.
Why do you use the term Lara Croft?
Wilson, there are a lot of things I do where I have no idea why.
Because it's from the movie, like from the movie.
No. Tomb Raider. Have you played the video game? Tomb
Yeah,
Raider?
I played the video game. Yeah, that's why I'm like, why do you use it in football?
I have no idea. It just sounds like it fits. It sounds like it fits. You got Lara. It just sounds, you got Lara Croft here. So guys, before we go off,
Yo, HH, let me just give a shout out to CFC's time. He asked me for a shout out. So yeah, I'm done. Thanks, bro.
The Sunday shout out Hangout.
Okay, so all right.
Shout out to
Natsa. Okay, so before you go, all I want is a simple answer. What will the 2021 Champions League final be? I'll say again. What will the 2021 Champions League final be? So I will go first. The 2021 Champions League final is going to be played between Man City and Liverpool. Wilton, what will be the 2021 Champions League final?
I think it's gonna be Liverpool and PSG.
Ooh, okay. Abdullahi?
Chelsea PSG.
Eddie?
This guy is on the edge for Chelsea.
Eddie, no, just forget what Eddie.
Leave me alone.
I don't know who's coming out of the deadly bracket. That's the thing.
Could you give me something just what is your guts? Because you can always change it, but what is your
But
guts?
that means you already know who's coming out from your bracket, right?
Of course. Bayern Chelsea.
Now that would be a sick twist. That would be a sick ass twist. Marvelous, tell
After a decade.
Pulisic should be fit.
More, relax, more. Don't. That was below the belt. Marvelous. What will the final be?
I think it's going to be Bayern Chelsea, but that's only because I know what I've done.
Wow. Natsa. Natsa, who will Man City be playing in the final?
PSG, Chelsea.
Natsa, can you wait? Natsa, is there something wrong with your ear? Listen to what I said. Natsa, who are Man City playing in the final?
I thought you guys made a deal, to be honest, both of you.
They are playing Southampton in the final.
That's
PSG are winning the Champions League. PSG are winning the Champions League and then beating Chelsea to the Champions League.
Okay.
So it's PSG, Chelsea.
Okay, so basically, so City. Okay. Mo? What's the silver final going to be?
PSG, Real Madrid.
Oh my God, that would be.
Wait, who'd you say, Mo?
PSG, Real Madrid.
You're sick, man.
Damn.
Neither of which I support.
Gatlock, who? Or what the final?
Bayern,
Damn. Okay. And Samo, final.
Oh yeah, Leon is not even champion.
Chelsea.
He said Bayern Real.
Oh, Bayern Real. Okay.
Yeah. I think it's written in the stars. Chelsea beat Bayern Munich.
Thank you.
Guys, it's
Chelsea
well.
Bayern.
It's been good, guys, and I'll see you guys.
If Chelsea win the Champions League, oh my God.
Oh, shush.
Wait, no, wait. If Chelsea win the Champions League,
no.
I'll see.
What a scary merchant. End the stream, H. End the stream.
Peace.
Chelsea are winning.
Legendary stream.
What do you want, man, guys? What do you want? What do you want? Oh, guys, I'll tell you this right now, man. I can't wait. I can't wait, man. We've got basically we've got like a week and a few. It's basically so the quarterfinal is in a week and 2 days. So it's very soon. It's very, very, very soon. And guys, I told you this isn't reverse psychology or something. I just think that something crazy is going to happen. Something crazy is going to happen. Something crazy is going to happen, man. So guys, look, man, I'm here. You know, I'll give you another 10 minutes of after credits content crack, man. La Liga. No. Garflock. So Sunday is the 27th. You're right. Yeah, you're right. It's in 2 weeks. You're right. It's in 2 weeks. Yeah. I messed up the whole thing. It's in 2 weeks. La Liga, Barca coming. So if Oblak hadn't saved that penalty, they'd have dropped more points. You can see that mentally they are shook, specifically with what Barca did. Barca are winning this league. Barca are winning this league, 100%. Barca are winning this league. You know, so it's as simple as that. Which would you prefer playing, home first or away first in CL knockout tie? I'd prefer. See, it all depends on the team, but personally for me, always play home first, because that away goal thing is a thing of beauty, because you know that every goal we score means twice, and every single goal is danger. But for some teams, they're like, we are so strong on this pitch, we are so confident on this pitch, we won the home tie second. You see, remember, Barcelona never. If you look at the record, Barcelona never used to do well in London. Every time Barcelona used to go to London, they were never able to say what's up whenever they were in London. But peak Barca, Camp Nou was a fortress. Camp Nou was a freaking, like, the only team that was able to say what's up at that Camp Nou was Mourinho 2010 and Bayern 2013 during peak them. So, but for me, always give me that away leg second, man. Always with that away leg second, man. If Madrid make a final, man, I think for Real not to win this trophy, they go out before that. So Real either lose to Liverpool or they're losing to FC Porto in the thingy. And that Madrid, guys, I can't wait, bro. I cannot wait, man. Because Madrid, Liverpool, anything can happen. Madrid, Liverpool, anything can happen. But I just think that if you allow Madrid to get into that final, because remember, it's still the same guys. I don't think these guys lose a final. You know, I don't think so. Just you cannot allow Madrid to make it to a final. Yeah. So what else did I say, man? Premier League top four. It's gonna be tough. Because actually, right now, let's see what it's looking right now. It's gonna be real tough, bro. To call, because it's so random. But that was a good result for Chelsea with West Ham dropping points. Because if you look at this right now, Premier League. So look at that, 57, 56. 51. Stuff is close, man. Stuff is close. So West Ham on 46. See, West Ham could have easily gotten back into that whole thing because they could have been 49, 50, 51. But, so thank you to Arsenal. But it's close, bro. It's close. You look at Tottenham, Liverpool, West Ham. They're breathing down their necks, man. Look at Liverpool. Well, Everton have a game in hand. For me, I think City and United look to be breathing away. So I think the battles for that final fourth spot, and Chelsea just have to make sure that they say what's up. So Chelsea play. So they play West Brom on Saturday, all right, and then Porto, man, that's the big one. That is the big freaking one, man. Lads, shush your mouth. Shush your mouth. What else you guys saying, man? Yeah, no. Basically, like, I think, obviously not so now because Liverpool would have it, but there are some people that peak Real Madrid would always want the away leg second because Real Madrid were not very good at home. They're not very good. Like, remember 2012 where Bayern beat them and the second leg was in Madrid. If you had that same tie, but the second leg was in Bayern's house, Real probably go through on away goals. Because Real Madrid are away goal merchants, man. You know, those guys were always better away from home. I think this is true to say. Is it true if two EPL teams not in the top four win Europa and Champions respectively, then the fourth place team in the EPL standings? Yes, this happened with. I think it's happened with Tottenham. So Chelsea finished, I think, 5th or 6th or something. They won the Champions League in 2012, and then I think Tottenham got screwed over. You know, so. Yeah, it's pretty harsh, bro. It's pretty harsh. So think of it this way. So if Liverpool win the CL and Chelsea end up fourth, could be pretty awkward, man. So basically, there's so many freaking narratives happening and going through, man. So, all right. Yeah, home away second leg. It depends on the team you are. If you're a team who have an amazing record in your home ground, you want the home tie second. If you don't have such a great record in your home ground, you want the away leg second. So the way that Champs League do it is they give you the advantage by giving you at home because they assume that most teams want to play at home. But I think Real Madrid were just one of those weird teams where they actually prefer playing away from home because because I think there's a kind of like nervousness and pressure that they had with the fans at the Bernabeu. So they're like, bro, away from home, boom, we will pick you off. But for me, if I'm a player or I'm a manager, I like that away leg second because I'm like, guys, we just need to just keep scoring. Just keep finding a way of getting that goal, boom. But if I have the home leg second, okay, cool, we're cool. But if we concede, it just makes things so much more complicated, you know. And I don't put too much stock into home advantage. Home advantage is a big advantage, but when you get to top tier teams, see, home advantage is always really, really if you have like a team that's like whatsoever, which is why I was shocked that Barcelona got swallowed up by Anfield, because I'm like, Busquets, PK, Alba, you are experienced. You know, you won Champions Leagues before. How the hell did you just completely get swallowed up by the freaking CL? So stuff is crazy, man. But look, guys, man, Chelsea, man, that FC Porto tie is tricky. That FC Porto tie is tricky, man. I just don't trust it, man. I just don't trust that FC Porto tie, man. Because you see, guys, and this is not reverse psychology. It may look good on paper. On paper, it may look good. But in life and in football, things are never that straightforward. You know, things are just never that straightforward. So I'm always a bit tricky. It's always a bit tricky, man. the Bayern narrative, if they retain the CL, the narrative would be Lewandowski's stock goes higher, and we now have to talk about this being one of the best. Because my thing is, the narrative is complex with Bayern is the manner in which they do so. Because if they do it in the flamboyant war crime fashion that they do it, you have to put them as one of the great CL teams. Real Madrid are great, but in a different sense, because Real Madrid didn't beat teams without Bayern did. So it's dependent on how they do it. But if they defend their title, specifically if Lewandowski comes in money, I think that just raises Lewandowski's stock and it raises Flick's stock. And here's the thing. Because what that is fair enough. We didn't three-peats, treble one season, and then we followed it up with defending with the league and defending the CL the next season. So it'll be big time. It'll be big time, man. So, but my main thing is whether they're going to war crime their way to another CL. That's key. They're going to war crime their way to another CL. You see, Muller is another guy, man. Muller is another guy that you'll probably have to think about, man, because Muller has some freaking medals, bro. What do you think? I tell you, man, it's going to be fascinating, man. It's Flick versus Tuchel. Well, that's if they meet, though. That's if they meet, which is very, very unlikely, because the only way they can meet is in the final, which is unlikely, bro. Which is unlikely, man. All right. So last thing here before what do you guys think the final will be? Let me ask you, live chats people. What do you think the final is going to be? Let me hear your thoughts. The final, CL final. If you just say you now know what the tree is, you know what the whole setup is. If you had to pick, what do you final? Bayern, Real Madrid, Man City, Liverpool. Wow. Bayern versus Chelsea. Wait, but how? Guys, come on, man. I mean, Bayern. Okay. Why is Bayern Chelsea is such a stinking narrative that I reject that. Now tell this right now. If this happens, if we get to this final, I'm inducting it would be shocking, but I would build a wing for the Champions League, which is shocking based on how much I love the competition. But if we get this final, 100,000%, I'm inducting the entire competition, and I'm inducting the UEFA badge. I'm inducting the UEFA badge, man. Oh gosh, what have you sent into my DMs, man? I hope it's not. It's no dodgy stuff, bro. What's this now? Oh my god. So basically, Nata just sends me a video of Lucas Moura crying because he's holding the Audi Cup. Nata, please. You see, that's just messed up, man. But no, guys. I see. There are two finals. You see, there's a final that will happen, and I think the most interesting final. I think. I have a very funny feeling of City Liverpool. I don't know why. I don't have a feeling about City Liverpool. But if we get Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, that would be the most heavyweight final. You know, that would be the most heavyweight final if we get that. But guys, look, man, it's been swell. It's been real. Watch out for all the beautiful stuff this week. Remember, like the vid, subscribe, and also, man, if you want to download all these hangouts, and other hangouts in podcast form, you can become a patron member for $1 a month. For $1 a month, you can gain access to all of these hangouts in podcast form for you to download. Peace out, stay true, stay real. April gets real next month.